think we're live, y'all.
Going live. We're live.
Oh, we're live.
We live.
That's a good thing, y'all.
We live.
How's it going, everybody?
Get it set for this thing to start.
Your second pass.
This shit right here, it ain't for the faint of heart.
Goddamn, it's a DaPillaManz.
Hi, y'all. How's it going?
What's
You
good?
having a good time this Saturday?
Yeah, it's Saturday.
I know we don't do streams on Saturday.
It's the new day. Get used to
Get
it.
used to it. It's one of the days in this weekend,
This is
y'all.
what we doing.
Right?
This is the rich. This is the risen. AKA UK. I'm not doing this whole show with
The
this
whole
voice.
voice.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do the whole thing with that voice.
Okay.
This is the
If you
risen. AKA UCAS Mech Guns. I constantly miss the point, y'all. Cause I keep trying to shoot these little Mac 10s doing side B's off the stage before I could jump with them.
Sus.
Bar.
Oh my god.
I serve a purpose. I have to do everything that I have to do to prove a point. I'm like a Devil Joe on a hunger strike. I serve the robber baron in the wasteland, constantly stealing my land. Unfortunately, it's flat because the earth is flat for dumbass, y'all. See, I try not to be so boastful, but I am a smart fuck. I'm
Boasting.
3X because I got that stroke of genius. If y'all don't understand the reference, that's too quite bad. AKA show me their way to Zamunda forever. Unfortunately, I have to be African on that one, y'all. Oh, you gotta keep this shit up.
What the fuck?
AKA take good love, you're on roll 20s, all kinds of veins. Stop, I said, Napule, la cara. Oh, got an exile. AKA getting black by Ray J. Cause y'all be sipping on that Cardi B. Y'all come at me with all this bullshit. Try to clap back at my voice, y'all, cause this is Shonda Shattered. I'm not going back to
Yes.
AKA R. Kelly did it.
Yes.
Ganondorf. Shazap your dumbass. Never too soon for Epstein.
That's a
If
fact.
y'all don't understand what that joke is, you know how when people die, they say, oh, is it too soon to make that? No, not that motherfucker.
Right? Bitch.
And
Hyper
unfortunately,
R&B, we're good.
word, he ain't want to pay. He want to pay his debt.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I'm the
Buddy,
expected debt collector.
Oh no.
Trying to catch him with the bully Billy James.
Coming from
Never
me.
sneak, and I'm so good guy, y'all.
So good guy. Good dude.
So we have a couple of guests with us today.
Well, we ain't done. What the fuck is this?
Ago.
I'm about to introduce Iceberg.
Oh.
Why don't you call me your lips, homie?
Nah, man. He don't need no fucking introduction. What the fuck in there?
Chilling with the iceberg. We just out here frozen as fuck.
Let's break.
Chilling. Yo,
He said, let go of that fucking heater.
Been cold.
been cold. Put the space heaters on.
Nah, chill. Turn the air on.
AKA Mama Mike, ruiner of fun. AKA
Nah, don't do it. Nah,
Spikeberg Mike, the criticizer. AKA Zeno the X almost got Norded.
You almost
AKA
got an audit?
Norded.
Norded? Norded track? What happened?
What the fuck is Nordic?
Possess.
What? Explain this shit. What the fuck is he talking about?
Y'all niggas ain't
He's
playing
just saying shit.
I barely played Kingdom Hearts 1. It was
This
What?
fucking the fucking Ansem fucking Possess Riku that's being called Norded.
What's a Kingdom Hearts?
Nordic?
Yeah, Nord it. Xehanort, that's his real
Wow,
name.
I thought he was talking about Nordic track or some shit.
I thought he said Norbit.
Yeah, Nordic.
Norbit?
Or Nordic. I'm like, what?
Well, you know,
I heard about that, though.
Norbit is funny.
Or Norton
Nordic,
antivirus, the one that gives you viruses when you uninstall it.
Or like the
Leave some malware behind.
Scandinavian shit.
Saying you should have still, you ain't shit without me.
There we go.
Norton's an asshole.
The more you know.
AKA Deckmaster Elected G, President of the Earth. AKA Conspiracy Berg, truth is out there.
What is the conspiracy of the day?
The conspiracy of the day is the International Space Station is hiding UFOs.
But isn't it?
What?
Okay. Keep going. I'll have to wrap my head around
Go
that.
on.
No, they like to cut off the fucking live feed whenever something docks at the station.
I mean, yeah, that sounds
So,
crazy.
G-Ren's coming, y'all.
Yeah, so
Yes.
that truth is out here, folks. AKA Cowboy Michaels, dusty as fuck,
They didn't know what's
don't know
going
shit
on.
about nothing. AKA Jared got the receipts. AKA Cameron was kung fu fighting.
True.
AKA Ice Bob Ross.
Ace Bob Ross.
Yes.
I know that guy.
It's a beautiful day.
He's a swole man.
Swole.
Swell.
Oh, yeah, wait, what?
He's also quite swole.
Ooh.
Wait, he missed that paintbrush.
Wow.
Make sure you put it in the right spot.
A dab will do you.
I'm actually that.
AKA Mike Wazowski, AKA DMX is my spirit animal, AKA Foreman Reeman,
Eating wrong enough.
AKA Cannabis Knuckles.
Eating me up, man.
Now who is you?
This is gentleman to my right, yeah. Hey, crack it up.
I lost my thing. Let's see what you said. Yeah, hey, he's D. The D stands for whatever you want it to be. I got asked the other fucking day. This guy was like, yo, D. I'm like, yo, what's good? What does that mean? I'm like, whatever, man. He's like, yo, could it be these nuts? I'm like, bro, if that's what you into, do you think, bro? I don't know why he's so excited.
This motherfucker. Yo, why was he so excited?
I don't know. That's what I was like.
Yo, can it be these nuts?
That boy was ecstatic.
I'm like, that's why it really is. I'm like, yo, you can go either way.
Son of a bitch, you mean these nuts?
Son of a bitch.
I'm in. So I sliced the ass, split with a gash. See me out the rear view, I was sprinting on the dash. A green ninja with the hot blade and the mask.
That's a bar.
Daimyo, don't waste my goddamn time, yo.
Yo, I'm gonna be late.
Nah, bro, I'm a samurai lord,
You were
aka
late.
the Daimyo. Why the fuck would you waste my time? God damn it. I'm a commander doing my thing. Don't waste my time. So I'm the busy man. No, ain't there. Busy man, the man with the grandstand, all right? It's just adamant. Do your thing. Rolling on the floor, top and the bottom of the charts, you know.
Top and the bottom,
That's your
y'all.
boy Ross.
Commander Roll. Oh, yeah, Commander. This is Roll. I made off millions and gains was ill gotten. I'm already paid off.
How's it going, Ernie?
My pension!
Give me that shit. I
Too
fucking
damn
need
bad.
it.
I saved that for 50 years!
You was not paying your property tax.
Scoop it up.
I scooped that fat
Yum,
man
yum, delicious.
right up.
Yeah. Slurp it up.
What's good, Sandwich?
And the information is free. Who the fuck is paying for information? That's
That's
just
a whole
stupid,
fact.
bro.
Sounds like
You
school.
type anything in YouTube, you will find the shit. I
Pretty
don't
much.
understand. What the fuck, man?
Y'all wild.
Paywalls and shit.
Y'all
It's
straight
crazy. Kind of old dust. That's some Copper Michael's fucking scheme. The fuck out of here.
Nice.
Crazy.
Get on.
What, bro? Pick it up. I got sorted. I got the riddles. I cast a spell with one hand, fam. Don't tell me how to
One hand,
fucking
one
do
hand.
my thing. I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna do my thing. I got the creps. Well, my peeves. My peeves is empty though, bro. But it's okay. You know, we out here though.
How do you move it?
Pick it up.
Fucking Harry, you know, he's the waste man, bro.
Hey, it was a waste, man.
I'm gonna do my thing though.
Up pick.
Ask for forgiveness, never permission.
Oh.
Sounds like a Cosby line.
Oh, shit.
You can't.
Son of a bitch.
You're ready.
Pills and the drink.
Jello pudding pops.
It's spelled GLO.
We gotta get on that.
The
Go,
booty
keep going.
pops. Oh, Panda Commander. Oh, what the fuck is my goddamn Dragonator?
All right, roll it a little bit. Roll a couple of 20s. These are some loaded dice, my friend.
Give me that shit.
Nah.
What? What do you mean no?
You need to go ask Daragaz and his friend Bolo.
Derek is a good guy. You don't like Derek?
Yeah, he's right in the neck.
Fuck. No.
Okay, I need your help to take care of a certain white dragon. If you catch my
Who the
drift,
fuck is this?
I am Lecter G.
Oh, okay. I know G.
You gonna pay half your life points, boy?
They're kind of the same.
I
guy.
mean,
Half your
at
life
this
points.
juncture, I need to do anything to save my
this
satellite
juncture.
cannon.
All right. Yeah. We get the crew together.
It sounds like a right plan.
God damn. Son of a bitch, I'm in. Hey, yo. It's DJ Postanobi with that smooth trash. CD1 washed FM. Who the fuck is coming in my office? Oh, shit, it's fucking Rawls coming from the bottom, trying to jumpstart his career from the dead. Holy shit, he's taking over the mic. No. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm gonna sing a song for you guys. Hey, you know what the fuck it is?
What is it?
I don't know. Fuck.
You who never fall.
No, that's just Dusty. Fuck out of here. I'm trying to hit up with the kids. You know what it is. Got you right now.
What you got?
Chirp, 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 chirp. Meet me in the birds with the swerve.
Why you gotta use the hardest fucking song to play on guitar, goddamn?
Call me sometime, bitch. 911. Call me sometime. 911.
Yo, you wild.
Leave me in the pager. I need help. Thank you, fucking Ross. The fuck out of my office. God damn, all this guy do. Trying to restart his fucking career. Everybody fucking know we ain't gonna fucking make no fucking money because Copa's out here in this bitch. We gotta change every fucking thing starting January because this stream is getting demonetized. Nice. I don't even know what the fuck we gonna do, man.
Just put anime titties.
There you go, anime titties.
Anime titties
just
on
every fucking video.
It could even be a tutorial.
Sword, slice some guy's head off.
Right?
Fuck it.
Like, yo, how to open YouTube. Titties.
Yeah, titties.
Right there.
And then just samurai slice.
Everything.
Bam. And just have a fucking Mortal Kombat fucking video with some shit. Mortal Kombat fatality start every video.
Yo, what?
Because up next, it's Shaman's Flex Daddy D with the complex blues and the remedies. You with your whack ass deck, man. I don't fucking play the games like that anymore, but you still coming at me with that bullshit. I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, yeah, Pokemon kind of like making a deck.
A little bit. That's why it's like, you know, it's all that. A lot of bullshit, yeah. A lot of jank, a lot of shit that don't work, but it's all good.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh, but with accuracy. Imagine doing cards.
That is a whole hot take, because what the fuck you mean accuracy? We're gonna get good luck, man. Fucking 95 on my Thunder Fang. How the fucking miss?
Exactly. How you miss?
Accuracy.
Bro, imagine you throwing in your fucking trap card and it misses. How you miss a trap card, bro?
You activated it. Nah, it didn't work. It didn't work.
How you miss an earthquake?
Fucking Hugh Cass with this shit. Miss my earthquake.
Fucking hustle. You don't have stability. I hate that shit.
Sent it to the left.
Yeah.
He jumped, bro. He jumped. He said, how?
I missed. That don't make sense. You did something.
How you miss an earthquake?
God damn.
Oh, shit.
Hey, yo, I'm the ill Rezo Negro, bro. You know, I got hit. My boy, the dope yo-yos. He got his body switched though, but he ain't make it. It's all right though, you know, because we concluded the saga today. You know, it's all good.
He never gonna make
it. The D of Apollo in the Apollo, and he's up there performing at the Apollo. You know, it's all good. You know, that's a good thing. Spice Girl, she had the bullets. They was all rubbers and shit. And, you know, it was crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know,
she 15 though.
Dude, I mean, anime and shit. You know,
anime titties.
There you go. It's on brand. You know, we gotta do your thing. Got the Clash in my water. Don't drink that water.
It's legal over there.
It's out here. I'm out here with the Moody and the Blues. And then you know what you choose. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, we are having fun, Samwise.
You know. That's it. Save! So what the fuck's going on, y'all?
No, we've got one more, y'all.
Ooh.
Right.
Sitting across from me on the table.
Who the fuck is you?
Yeah. Hey!
Who is you?
Alright, look, man. Look. First of all, alright, look. I got you right now. First of all, it's your boy, Spinza, alright? AKA the best Beyblader. Galaxy Pegasus on my left. Meteor El Drago on my right. I always let it rip.
It's crazy.
Alright? I'm the Tasmanian Devil. I'm Gyro motherfucking Zeppelin. Alright? It's over. The best spin user.
Yo, them fucking pieces.
And I got the 10 spinning, pieces spinning, everything spinning. My whole playstyle is a mix-up.
Yo, Gyro is legit a spinning thing. That's what's up.
AKA spinning rims, AKA Tasmanian Devil, the Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
I should have used that, the Wheel of Fortune.
Just add it to the repertoire.
Just add it.
Just keep adding.
I got you, bro.
The gyros.
I got my shit on memory.
I like the gyro one. That was
That's hard. That's hard shit.
like that was.
Yo, Gyro's my
That's
favorite.
crazy. You got gyro, Zeppolis, and spinning pizzas.
That's why I made the name because of gyro, bro.
Yeah, and gyro is in the restaurants.
Fucking Giuseppe ass motherfuckers.
Oh man, I don't.
You son of a bitch. I'm in.
You son of a bitch.
Give him the thing of the South guy.
The South. The
South.
The TH house.
Oh shit!
Hey, play piano. I quit.
I'm gone.
It's Slurs now, guys.
We just got off the first few episodes of Rick and Morty.
Yeah, man, that's great.
4.
It's so absurd.
It's rad.
Season 4. What
Rick
the
became
fuck, fella?
God.
Every time. Is that? Oh wait, what the fuck? Okay. I'm like, what's all that wrestling?
He chilling, bro.
Chilling.
Out here. What we talking about? First up, we had an event. That shit was alright. It went
happened
well.
yesterday, yo.
It did.
Yes, it was being streamed on Twitch.
What did you think? Did you watch it, bro? What did you think?
I watched a little bit of it. It was alright, but
I
had to
ran
go to
through
sleep.
losing.
Man, go to sleep and shit. Yeah, hell yeah. He was a fucking champ. I was the first loser. I lost immediately.
Wait, what was this event and where?
At Waypoint, man. You know, where the place where they got the smash.
It was for the Pokemans.
Everything. Yeah.
That's what it is. It's the Tri-State Pokemans League. Doing it big on the East Coast, you know, because it doesn't exist. I'm like, bro, why is there no physical, in-person place where you can fucking play Pokemon tournament?
And whose idea was it?
Mine! I will take all this shit. I'm the commander. No panda, but I will give you what you want.
Support.
He's there, but you was doing
You're
your thing, though.
competing. Yeah, I was doing
competing,
my
so we was all doing our thing. Iman was running the brackets.
Look, I just wanted a scarf. I was like, yeah, it's cold as shit outside.
It was brick, yeah.
I got the scarf, bitch.
So you're trying to win for your survival.
Yeah, I was winning for my survival.
I'm fighting for my life.
Right, you got
I got this shit right here. I ain't trying to die.
That was good shit.
Fighting for my life.
Good shit, though. Good shit on that.
Yeah, man, it was good stuff.
Yeah, my man Bashar, man. He came through on those
Be
fucking
sharp. He really did. He really did.
Like, everyone had a meme. He was like, shit, bro.
Bro, there was so many goddamn Mimikyus. I'm like, what is this shit?
So Mimikyu's
Even I had one, but I didn't use it.
Right?
Mimikyu's problem is that it can take a hit, right?
Yeah.
So what
Yeah,
does
he gets a
Bioshock
free
do?
turn.
Yeah. So what does Bioshock do that gets around? it?
Nothing.
He's a steel type and a dark type.
Just typing.
And he has OD attack. He could literally take down Mimikyu one hit.
With the Shadow Punch?
Yeah, Iron Head.
Okay.
A sucker punch, that was only because I hit Disguise and he was damaged. It was just enough.
Okay.
Also, he has
Yeah, you got
Defiance,
to fight
so
that shit.
if his stat gets lowered, he gets a free +2. So minus speed +2 sucker punch.
Yeah, like
he
people
just
like
has
to
to
come
not
in with
get
the intimidate. You just be like, ha.
Yep,
On the
+1.
sticky web, yo, you was abusing that shit. I'm like, why is this guy still letting the web down? I'm like, what the fuck? You did it 3 times.
I was like, bro, did you not learn your lesson?
Nope.
I'm gonna just throw him the sharp and I'm
Every
gonna destroy your
time.
team.
Right? It happened 3 times. I'm like, this is not how you
And then he choked me and didn't use the fire move.
This is not how you adapt. But we take those. We take those.
Yeah, of course we still
Art
do.
of victory is
Sharp
your
my
opponent
mascot.
being the dumbass. It's all good.
Oh,
So when is the next one gonna be?
26.
26.
26.
Yeah, allegedly they got set up because I think they said they were booked, packed. This was mainly just an experiment, but they let it happen. They had the balls to
Seems like
fucking
it
make it
worked
happen.
well for y'all.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, good shit.
There's still some concerns, obviously, but you know it's a prototype tournament, so we use it for feedback.
Yeah.
well, these
Because the whole thing was all about
Like
feedback. Yeah.
singles battles is horrible. With Dynamax.
Might not
Like
be a
3v3.
thing moving forward.
Because it basically is whoever leads in first and Dynamax's wins.
Yeah.
Like it happened like in grand finals us when my
Pretty much.
opponent we realized both of our teams loses to Dracovish. So we both just led with Dracovish. Whoever Dynamax's first won. So
And that's the thing. In terms of VGC, we're gonna probably go that way because you don't have that problem. Because Dynamax, you can only hit one person, so you need some kind of support. Plus, there was another thing where it's like stall v stall, and like they died, bro. The dude was tight. He left. He left immediately.
bro, that guy was such a fucking dumbass.
He was.
How you
He was
throwing a
bitch.
poison type against a psychic type?
I don't know.
And you mad because you lost?
Be mad because you lost. Why you starting with that shit?
Exactly.
Why you trying to cheese? Exactly. You know, nobody told you to start off with a fucking stall mine.
And he was gonna stall.
Yeah, he
so
was.
it's like, and
He
you
was
got
gonna
mad,
do
you
it.
got stalled
You
back.
got outstalled, and he was mad. He was like,
Stall.
This reminds me of the episode of Craig of the Creek with the circle.
yeah.
And that one kid kept just doing some random circles to the face, and they had to like, hey, it's not a problem unless he actually deals with it in a negative way. Right? So then they call with him, he's like, damn it, I got hit with it in a negative way.
None of it affects me personally. I understand.
I understand now. Like, the fuck? That's
all it takes.
That's the fuck you get.
But even then, he's still up because like he was in winners, but he left the whole venue. He was tight.
I mean,
Yeah,
that
that gave me the free W.
sounds like his personal
Straight
problem.
bitch. It is. That's a bitch move, bro. You don't do that in competitive.
And then I asked the guy, oh, why didn't you just use stall against me? And he was like, oh, because I wanted to mess with him.
Right, he hated that.
He wants to mess with the guy.
Whole personal.
That's why he.
Plus, that guy he was talking shit the whole time. He's like, "I'm gonna be the king of the champ in the cafe." I'm like, "Okay,
King of the cafe.
you can have that.
Fuck
Title.
out of
That's the
here.
title.
Right?
You can have it."
Look who didn't get a scarf, bitch.
Right, and look who's king of the cafe. Your man.
Big old
Shaman's.
shit.
So.
Yeah, people just
So
talk.
that's good. Like I said, that's actually all data. Like, it's good stuff. And that's part of being competitive. You got to have the mental fortitude as well. You can't be fucking cracking under pressure. Don't give a fuck how good you think you are at the game.
Bro, competitive Pokemon is all decision making and knowledge.
That's it.
The more knowledge you have, the better you are.
That's it. Plus composure. You got to fucking hold that shit together.
It's
We
not
get
like fight games
insulted.
where you need
If it
reaction
don't go
time.
your way, okay. Keep it fucking moving, you know?
It was a single elimination.
It was, but then we turned it into doubles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we realized that, oh shit, these matches are going mad quick. It was going mad quick. It was terrible. It was like dead ass, like minute, 2 minute matches. Like, okay,
Wow.
it's real. But there you go. That's why we run the shit. That's part of the feedback.
So basically, in my opinion, I think we should do VGC
I think so, too.
doubles because one, Dynamax isn't as bad as counterplay
Nowhere
to it,
near.
and is more thinking, more decision making.
Yeah, more interactive. Plus, with VGC, it's
And
just
it's
all
4v4.
about decision
So
making.
VGC,
Period.
what's
Yeah.
that acronym for?
Video game
Game
championships.
Yeah, that's
Basically,
basically
it's just doubles
okay.
instead of singles. Is
Yeah, that's
doubles.
where the money is, basically.
It's doubles.
And it's
that's
plus
like-
it'll train you if you do want to
That's
actually
the
do it.
official Pokemon tournament.
Yeah.
Oh, that should have been the case.
No, because the thing
Because
is
there's no
that
for
exists
small,
though. There's nothing for singles. Period. So I kind of wanted to fill that niche. I wanted to try that out. So.
Okay.
But they
But now that we
they
see-
ruined 6v6. So.
66 is garbage, and we wasn't doing that. Then it would have been like fucking 20, like fucking 30. It would be the same shit with Argent. Fucking 40 minutes a match. I'm like, how am I got fucking 40 minutes for one match? Trash. And then every match ends in a fucking timeout.
Yeah,
they're
and that's the
doing
thing.
that.
Like, to me, only like team sports work as a 40-minute thing because then you can
100%.
have your volleys, your backs and forths. That's why if you watch sports or fucking league or shit like that, you need having that.
Plus, you don't get lamed out. You can't get gimped out because some days you got some kind of support somewhere.
Even team matches like Call of Duty, it's like each individual match would be like 2 minutes, but it was like best of 5 or first to 5 or something like that. So you still have your 20-minute kind of team match.
Yeah.
But now back to the event though. So you said that the singles with the Dynamax is a bit of an issue. Any other ways y'all think of?
For singles, the only other thing would be to keep running singles. I don't know. What do you think of it? Like gameplay wise,
Get rid of it entirely.
that's I'm thinking that, but that kind of defeats like the purpose. That's like the new spectacle
Well,
of the game.
if you want to do singles, why don't you look into smaller?
No, small gun 6v6. We're not doing 6v6.
Or you're not gonna
Hot
do
garbage. Unless they want it, they demand it. Then sure.
Yeah, but I would expect everyone to have PCs.
Yeah.
Like,
Also, you would have to be mad optimal because small gun is literally because it's
optimal.
different. Yeah, because small gun you don't gotta train shit.
Yeah.
You just type in the shit you want. And you just
No, I
fucking run shit.
I don't mean do showdown. I mean use smog on rules.
Oh, okay.
Again, you would need to be
20
optimal.
minutes. Yeah, game
And it would be 20 minutes.
Made 20 minutes, so.
This is a whole thing that
Oh, that's what it is.
That's what it is. But also there have to be the demand for that. I'm not that. Yeah. If people come up and say, "Yo, I want to do singles," then we look into that.
Okay.
Yeah, just filling a separate niche, basically. So
Right,
it's
it would be
like,
a niche-
by
it's a- yeah.
filling that niche is just trying to figure out.
It's
how
an even
to-
nichier
Or
niche.
if
Yeah.
it can't work out, at least do 2 different ones.
Yeah, so that's another thing. So we could just like same way how they run doubles tournaments and smash events, you just have like a secondary tournament run at the same time.
Because me personally, I can't see singles doing good with 3v3. Because Dynamax, you have 3 turns.
That's what it
3
is.
turns of destroying 3
Pretty
monsters.
much, yeah. So either 3v3 would be no Dynamaxing,
Well,
which
what-
I'm not a fan of, or it would have to be
Well, here's the thing then. We were saying like 6v6 is kind of bad, but if Dynamax gives you 3 turns of wilding the fuck out, then doesn't that solve a little bit of the 6v6?
not
thing?
really, because then it'll be like a 40-minute match for singles.
Because you got to remember, with
Dynamax-
6v6, you have a whole balanced team with
Yeah.
walls, too.
Mad
And
walls,
walls
yeah.
are counted.
Like so, if they do Dynamax and then you bring
And
out your
Dynamax
walls,
stalling is also a thing, too.
that's a thing too, yeah.
So.
So it's like it's a weird balance kind of thing. Not that because like I still think 3v3 with singles is okay, but you just kind of you got to feel it out more. You got to feel it out a little more because if you Dynamax, that's one mon down. Like you could counteract it, but then it's like it just puts you in a weird spot because it's like okay, because losing one is so bad. in 3v3, then it's like, oh shit, how do I come back from it? At least with VGC, it's like, okay, if you lose one in VGC, you can kind of you could get yourself back together, you know. So like a lot of the problems just get solved by running doubles. Like a lot of the main 3v3 that I'm saying.
Also, you gotta remember, since it's 20 minutes, there's also animations that's taken into account.
Yeah, exactly.
And these animations take long as
They
well.
be wild.
Is there a way to turn animations off?
Always.
Or no?
No, not online.
Not online, no.
Oh, not online. Yeah. Oh man.
So.
Because if it works on you, then it will have to assume it'll work on the person. But why if he have animations?
Yeah, you gotta sit and wait for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. I know in single player mode you could just turn them off and call it a day. That's how I usually get through the game much quicker. Now, so damn. All right. So if Dynamax has to be worked around, well, if the meta's gonna be Dynamax turn 1, then shouldn't somebody be able to counteract turn 1 wall?
Potentially. That's why the 3v3 is not that bad.
It just has to be worked on because no one
Just got to work on it more. So. Yeah, exactly. And plus, from the first tournament, it's hard to really gauge what it is. There's like a lot of things that. Because Mimikyu's an issue because the fact that he could just take a hit, swing right back. Yeah, and there's only 3 mons. Yeah, that's the thing.
If this was Gen 7, Mimikyu wouldn't be as much of a problem. But since they got Dynamax, this mon's fucking.
Okay. Yeah, because he take a hit and then Dynamax.
Yeah, you get Swords Dance and you get double HP with Disguise. You get another Swords Dance and you destroy your entire team.
So 3v3 Mimikyu is the problem. They just ban Mimikyu.
Ban Mimikyu.
That's the thing. But also, we don't want to go around banning shit yet. We don't know what we don't know if it's a real problem.
I definitely feel it out.
But it's on notice. These are all things that are on notice. Yeah, Dynamax is on notice. Mimikyu's on notice. So we'll see. More data. There's talk about the shadow tag. I'm like, that's barely like the guy who got anti-stalled. I'm like, it's not really that much of an issue.
I mean, yeah, but you still should ban it because it's kind of broken.
Right.
Because shadow tag, it prevents the Pokemon from escaping, and if you use it on the right mon, then that's a free attack.
That's just a lost mon though. But also that's kind of the game too, because like the game is some people just have horrible matchups. You know.
Yeah, but that's a free kill.
It happens.
That's not really outplaying.
It's the same thing. I mean, if you play Pelipper, you get
especially Doug Trio. Doug Trio is worse.
Not so then you counteract. That's why
you can EQ anything, and that's either a 1-hit or a 2-hit KO.
Then you play a Fire type or something Levitate.
That's not gonna matter.
Flying.
Levitate, I got Stone Edge.
Okay. You got Stone Edge like 2-3 times.
Bro, it's arena trap.
2-3 times. Stone Edge ain't outright killing Corviknight.
Yeah, but who's gonna throw it in on Corviknight?
You got to.
You're not gonna throw it in on Corviknight though. It's a team.
I'm talking about singles.
Oh, you're talking about singles?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Singles.
Wait, you lost me now because like.
All I'm saying is there's counterplay.
I've been trying to figure out when to
there's not
double dutch.
There's counterplay to everything. The second we find that there's something you cannot counter.
So counterplays for an ability that prevents your mon from leaving.
Yes. Kill the mon. Okay. You can't escape. You catch a fucking Scald. What's up?
Okay, Darren. Okay. I'm just saying. Once we do those tournaments,
let's break this down. So Dub Trio has arena track, correct?
Yes.
Dub Trio ain't surviving a hit from nothing.
Focus Sash.
So okay, then.
Bro, do you understand that they banned Doug Trio last 2 generations because of that shit?
That's fine.
They're gonna ban him here, especially if he has Dynamax. Dynamax Doug Trio. Yeah.
These are all these. Also, problem solved by VGC. Fake out the Sash. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fine. But I'm talking about singles.
That's why singles is such an issue. Yeah, this is where you get. Yeah, I agree. This is
where
you get all these.
I don't know about doubles because me personally, I never played doubles until this generation. Yeah. So I don't know anything. We have to see.
I got you.
But singles. I played that shit. I dealt with Doug Trio's bitch ass. I hate that shit.
Yeah, it's trash. That's broken. There's so many issues that come up with singles. That's why VGC. That's probably just why it exists because there's so many lame strats that you just can't avoid.
Yeah, all the lame strats and singles are counterplayed in VGC.
Exactly.
I was gonna bring that point up because I always wondered why Pokemon. Like, I'm not even sure. Is that Nintendo that does the VGC?
Yes.
Yeah. Why did they choose that format?
They chose that format. Yeah. It makes sense.
It makes sense.
It does.
Isn't it the Pokemon company that does it?
It's the same shit.
Well,
it's the official shit.
Pokemon's owned by 4 companies: Nintendo, Game Freak, Pokemon Company, and Creatures. Most people don't know about Creatures, but if you look at
Creatures is.
If you look at your Pokemon Red on the Game Boy, they're listed there. They help with coding.
What the fuck they do?
They help with coding, and they mostly deal with the trading card game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, trading card game is kind of litty. I'm not even gonna lie.
So
Y'all saw the new G-Max cars? Oh my
Some
god.
of that shit look like fucking old Dumaster cards, yeah. Like I'm not even allowed. With the motherfuckers just jumping off the page. Like that. I like that. It seems flashy. Like real flashy.
Yeah. So
I'm not
that's
gonna play it, but still seems flashy.
Yeah.
So like the main thing we gathered, just the main data is just since VGC is one, there's a lot of benefits. Because if you do VGC, it gets you better at VGC, which is already the official format, as well as you can't really do lame shit. So.
Matter of fact, you got the VGC rules up?
Yeah.
Can I see them?
No. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, no. All right, Vader.
So the 26th being the next one. So it's a couple of weeks away, right?
You got time to make his doubles team. Because that's the thing, too. Because a lot of people shy away from doubles because they get kind of worried. Like, the problem is...
No, because they think it's harder.
They think it's harder. It's really not harder.
It's just singles with 2 other months.
Pretty much.
It's basically singles, but you have, support.
Yeah.
Because people think, I got to make a mon who's all support. No, you still got to fucking attack. You still got to wipe people out, but you just got to not get, electro fucking webbed or some other lame shit. You can't fire spin your way to victory.
You got more room for strategy and whatnot. Things can cover, but then things can break the cover. Dynamax isn't so broken.
Dynamax not as broken. You can still Dynamax in response if something's like crazy.
15-minute battles? Holy shit.
Yeah. But then also you get 7 per.
team preview phase, okay.
7 per, 7 minutes, so 7.5 minutes per.
You have a 7-minute clock to yourself. If you run out of that time, you lose. No.
Oh, so they're going to ban some.
When did they change that?
But then there's some G-Max that are banned as well. Yeah.
When did they fix that?
Gigantamax Butterfree.
This
Thank
came out
God.
this week.
Oh my.
They revised
This list
it?
got this week, yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. I remember part of the VGC. I remember a very specific match where there was girl playing this guy. I don't know either of the names, but the guy he lost his 2 on that one turn. He was supposed to bring in his other 2. He had 40 seconds to do. That's a 40-second clock. Even though they only have 2 others. She's sitting there worried. Like, come on, pick your fucking people, so she could just get her attacks so she could win.
Yeah.
But the people kept saying, as long as he could either stall out or do his other win condition or whatever. Like, no, she's saying he doesn't have to lose if he uses his other win condition, which essentially have higher life than her when the time runs out. The time, like the overall time.
Wow.
And the time was about 35 seconds, but he had 40. So he literally waited out the fucking clock.
Yeah.
So he could switch the people
Just to win, yeah.
Just so he can do that win. So having 7 minutes per.
You give your own clock, yeah. So if you wait on your clock, you're gonna die.
You're gonna die. See, that's per. Thank you. Thank you.
That's a great
Who made the rule?
Nintendo.
Thank you, Nintendo, for making that fucking rule, because that pissed me off.
No
I
lame
wanted
shit,
to
yeah.
reach in and smack that dude in the face.
Hell yeah.
So this is probably the seasonal shit they was talking about. How they're gonna ban some G-Max mons.
Yeah.
Like right now, Butterfree is banned, which makes sense.
Is it banned or is it illegal? Those are the ones that are legal, right? That list?
Wait, let me see. The
Is it
following are only
Brimstone's not on
Pokemon
it?
that are permitted. Oh no, yeah, these
Yeah,
are
those are
legal.
the legal ones, yeah.
So Butterfree is legal, okay. Corviknight's legal, trash.
Trash.
Dreadnought legal.
I don't know what he does.
Okay, yeah.
Also, certain Dynamax
Center Scorch is legal.
G-Max,
OD, yo. OD.
Yeah.
Center Scorch is amazing.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
G-Max? Oh, just a giant.
It's another version.
The last level.
Yeah,
Meowth,
exactly.
trash.
No,
Pikachu,
Gigantamax
trash.
and
Pikachu,
Dynamax
trash.
are pretty much the same thing. It's just Gigantamax is an alternate form of Dynamax.
No, you get a G move too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It is an alternate form, but you also get a move that kind of does something. It's like an added ability.
Oh, okay.
Like with Corviknight, the Airstream
Guess where it
has
It's a
defog
built-in
instead
defog.
of boosting speed. So people like it's worse because you want to boost his speed, especially on a Corviknight.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that was my plan in one of the sets. That's why I used G-Max Corviknight, because I was planning to bulk up, then use the flying move. And I realized I'm like, fuck.
yeah, you ruined yourself.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's more game. That's more strats. Yeah.
That's good.
More
It feels like speed chess almost, so you just have that timer. It's like, okay, each of you get 2.5 minutes. That's like I make you move fast.
Make you move.
Actually, Snorlax might be kind of OD.
Well, this might be.
The
That's
double
what people
HP.
looking at, and then recycle.
Yeah, recycle.
That's that. But
They
they're
about
gonna try
stalled.
it.
They about
They're
stalled.
gonna try it. And
Well, they
that's
can
why I
stall,
appreciate
but
it.
the max they can stall is the 7.
Yeah,
And
that's
if
true.
they're not
too.
attacking at all, I'm guessing person higher life wins that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So solid tactics are
7 minutes is
pretty
all
much
I
how
have
it's
to
going.
I love it.
Like that's,
Don't be laming out.
That's great.
You have your
7
own
minutes
clock.
is all I have to
think
spend.
That's it.
7. That's a lot of fucking work.
There's a lot of stall breakers in this game.
Even then, yeah.
Like,
There's a
you
lot.
have a Gigantamax Snorlax? Alright, yo, Darmanitan.
Hit this fool. Exactly.
Get that
Anybody.
son of a bitch.
Post combat this bitch.
Oh, man.
Right.
Darmanitan's gonna be good too. Like,
Darmanitan
U-turn
is
and
good.
those 3 moves, that's it.
I forgot it had U-turn. Holy shit.
Man,
Yo, U-turn.
I know.
Snorlax
U-turn.
gets Icicle Crash now too.
It's crazy. You turn be putting in work.
Definitely does. Yo, I don't know, man. Y'all talk about this Pokemon shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all talk about half the time. I'm trying to learn. So
Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
What's your question?
I don't have a
Next
question.
question.
God.
You got 2 seconds.
Right.
Each question.
Oh, you got
All right, it's over. All
Five
right, next
seconds.
question.
Next question. What else? Anything not making sense? Make it cloud.
It's like as y'all speaking, it's like y'all answering the questions that I did have. Like, as it's happening.
Yeah, I saw you guys. You're like,
I'm trying
I
to.
followed some of it, but
I'm trying to hop in this double dutch. But like, wait a minute. Nope, there's a razor on that fucking rope. I'm good. I'm staying my ass back here.
is a razor?
Call it a day.
Cool,
Oh, they set up a trap.
Some Rick and Morty shit.
Stealth rock on the.
Death rock on this bitch.
Yes.
Oh man.
Are there people utilizing like toxic spikes and whatnot?
Toxic Spice not so much, but Stealth Rock is the premier because it's more general.
yeah, Stealth Rocks is the most meta thing because it's basically a hazard that works as a rock type move. So like, oh, you're a fire type, you're taking more damage than usual.
Problem
Oh,
with
you're a skill type, you're resisting those Stealth Rocks.
yeah,
Spikes
you
is
resist it,
neutral,
but
right?
it's still damage. Damage is damage. Spikes you can fly over. That's the main problem with spikes.
Yeah. Spikes is even better
They
because
do a
you
little
combine it
more.
with Stealth Rocks, you're taking almost half your health
Yeah,
gone
yeah.
just for switching it.
Plus,
along.
all these things are better with Team of 6. So that's kind of the thing. With Team of 3, all right, you set the rocks is only like a little bit more damage, unless they're switching like crazy. Which punishes them, but at the same time, you just wasted an attack on the stuff.
And how long the rock stay out? I forget.
Until you defog. That's why defog is so.
yeah,
Defog, roll out, right? Spin attack.
Rapid spin.
Rapid spin.
Roll out
spin,
though.
Rapid spin, blue speed.
Rapid spin. Yeah,
Get
hell
rewarded
yeah.
for getting
Mad good.
Yo, they boosted rapid spin.
Mad good.
They also
The
have new
damage
item
and
heavy
the
duty
speed.
boots that blocks hazards.
Yes.
So you got flying type, put them Tims on. So
Very. Put them Tims on.
About to put some Tims on my
Yo, got a
Corviknight.
Corviknight with fucking Tims and like a Yankee hat. Who's the best flyer in this game?
it's
what do you mean?
Corviknight.
Define best.
Yeah.
because bro, he's better Skarmory. He has this hidden ability where he
Gyarados
reflects
is pretty
fast-storing
good.
moves.
Gyarados is like
so
a
anybody
monster right
listening,
now.
we need to make a Corviknight meme with Tims and a Yankee hat.
Yes.
Facts. And a baseball jersey. Open. Just mad useless. Fuck it.
He's a good bird. Good
Hit it
bird.
with Tims.
It's a New York bird.
Technically, P-Dub is the New York bird.
Trash.
Who the fuck is
Next.
P-Dub?
Yeah, exactly.
He's in the game, so trash.
That shit.
I'm just
Like
saying,
garbage.
if you,
I don't
if you
claim
wanna
it.
if you want to be literal,
Nah,
because
fuck
Unova
that.
was New York.
Nah, fuck that.
He's
All right, you right, but still.
I'm
just saying- I'm just saying you don't go into like Pokemon convention and shit.
The
You see
fuck
little
outta
Timmy
here.
saying my favorite Pokemon's Unpheasant. That's when you smack his ass.
Smack the shit out of him.
Unpheasant.
Garbage,
That's the full
yes.
evolution.
Look,
That's the name of it.
I ain't say it was good.
So like,
Nobody claims that
does
shit.
it do that Cardi shit?
I seen other birds in New York. Fuck out of here.
I've seen way better birds, bro. You saw, if you live where I am, I see seagulls all around. My man Pelipers, bro.
I seen them shit.
All them Pelipers be
Yeah,
chilling.
seagulls. I seen a blue jay once when I was like 5. Fuck out of here.
I seen Harsh Crow just chilling around.
I saw some Costco looking nigga the other day. I'm like, it's like, dude had a fur on top of a fur, like, suit top. Like, why you have so much fur? It's not that cold out, nigga.
He's the head honcho.
Yeah, bro.
He's the alpha. He's the alpha crow, bro.
He's alpha.
Like, dude came out the store. I could have sworn I heard a saxophone for like a second.
Oh, no.
Hell
Fucking
yeah.
bird, like a Bronx bird, like "Grrr," instead of like call. It's like you're.
Imagine dealing with a Bronx bird, bro. They just run your pockets.
Oh.
They're like, nah, we
It's
fuck
fucking
your bread.
I'm
Like,
good. I'm
We
out.
want your bread, not your bread.
Nah, chill.
that's how Costco got
That's a
that.
bar.
Found out one day.
I need that.
Oh man, yo, Bronx birds of the world. Like they literally the fucking worst. They like I saw one just shit on somebody's shoulder,
Yo.
and then the dude took his book bag and
Yeah.
just like moved it over the shit. Like fuck it,
I gotta get home.
I gotta get home. Let me cover this up. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'm getting
Nigga
shit
ain't
on
gonna-
with my people be saying getting shit on by a bird is good luck. I'm like how nigga?
How?
You in the wrong
The worst
spot.
thing just happened to you. How is that good luck?
Now someone trying to play it off like, yeah, it means good luck, yeah.
Right.
You thought?
That shit definitely
Exactly.
good. Good luck.
It's fucking crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, no, I was just talking some wild shit. It's like, yo, what was it? South Park. What was that shit that we saw? What was it? The fucking holograms with the dead ass holograms.
Celebrity holograms.
It was celebrity holograms. Like, let's talk about that shit for a second. Because remember the Tupac thing?
Yeah.
Chance the Rapper made a song talking about don't be using my likeness in a hologram and shit. Then they had that whole song. Bill Cosby trying to give Taylor Swift right? Especially after the fucking John Legend Cold Outside song. Then you had the Cosby one. But it's cold outside. I gotta go. Nigga, it's cold outside.
Cold outside.
They can fucking drink. What's in this drink? It's just Jello. Like the fuck out of here.
Nah, bro, that Rick and Morty shit still got me laughing.
Oh, man. I'm in.
Yo.
Everyone thinks it's a fucking hype.
It's like, hey, play piano. I quit.
I'm gone now. What's it gone?
Like you just told him to play piano.
Right? He's like, I play piano. Hey, don't play piano. I quit.
Okay. Yeah, I play the piano. Hey, Glur, what? Play the piano. I quit boozing through this shit, and it's back to Glar. Just literally this whole conversation made no sense. None at all. It's literally pointless. You don't get revert the whole shit.
Yeah, he got his whole crew just to get into a fucking museum.
Get the crew together.
We gotta assemble the crew.
And that's the worst part about heist movies.
Yo,
40% of the time.
Yo, they're all about assembling some fucking crew. And they're always doing some dumb shit. Like
Fast and Furious.
I'm literally about to say those words just now. Like Fast and Furious, Oceans 1 through 94.
Yes.
That's not even a
43.
joke.
Yo, Ocean 94 is gonna have all holograms.
Al Pacino hologram.
Oh fuck, yo, that dude's been around forever. Like,
George Clooney hologram.
he was like 115 years old. Shit. Like at this point, God.
Robert De Niro hologram.
I mean, why the fuck not? He's already 117 years old. Like have his.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy when they have the Jackie Chan hologram because now you can just slide into anything.
Wow.
Oh, nah. You about to beat their ass with all that CGI.
That's if they even get in there. Like,
To this day, I don't understand how the fuck this dude slid through that fucking mailbox, yo.
He's the man.
he did slide through
He
it.
He slid through that shit.
Santana.
Yeah.
That's exactly the fuck he was.
Sit through like a sewer grate. He is out here though.
How old is that motherfucker now?
He's old as shit, like 70.
70s.
Jackie Chan is out here though. I saw the special. It was crazy. It was all about all martial. You gotta show you that shit. It was just all martial art movies where them shits came from. It was yo. There was the I forget what the fuck.
It wasn't a Sam Jackson thing, was it?
No, it was
I saw that twice.
some studio shit. What's the studio called? I don't know. But there was like Bruce Lee, I think we'll pass. You thought stupid as fuck, yeah. And they was like, oh, this stunt actor, he's really good. Jackie Chan, I think we'll pass. I'm like, yeah. All right, do you? You got it. And then they fucking bankrupt, but then they did some other shit and they were still millionaires, so they clearly didn't need it. So
Nah, that's not the right way.
that was stupid as hell.
That is terrible. Like just miscasting people.
I think that'll do.
We won't use Bruce Lee. Cool.
Of all
Most
time.
iconic fucking martial artist of all time. He's in every fighting game. Let's keep it a buck.
Yeah, he is. And if he isn't, he is. So.
Yes, exactly.
Let's see. Let's actually fucking test that. Was he in Blaze Blue?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. Good answer.
Fuck, I can't remember the roster right now.
I don't think he was in Blaze Blue.
Well, anime fighters don't count.
You would think they would be the
They
most
don't
important.
count. Yeah. Nah, they don't count because they always do some weird shit. So, because he's technically not in Guilty Gear either. So, nah, anime fighters don't count. They don't have any traditional anything in a fucking anime fighter.
All right, fine. All right, so the regular fighters, fuck Bruce Lee.
All of them.
In regular fighters, yes. Well, Mortal Kombat.
Liu Kang. It's the first one.
But Liu Kang always, it never felt like Bruce
Especially
Lee to me.
look at Mortal Kombat 1 Liu Kang. It's basically Bruce Lee.
Did he still have that headband?
No. He literally just had black pants.
Oh, he had black pants and just no shirt.
That's it. Black pants, no
It's like
shirt.
some pit fighter ass.
That's
But
it.
he was the Asian version of that.
Yes.
Like, Fei Long was a straight rip.
Then straight up.
You know.
Fucking, there's always a fucking Bruce Lee. Maxie, even then, there's all of them.
Actually, Jan Lee, all that shit.
All of it. Every fighter's gonna count. But yeah.
Yo, look up the thing. You said that person who does the leaks is about to tweet something about the 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, check that.
Fighter number 5. Oh yeah, so Spencer wants to have a live watching of the video game award. He wants to watch it here.
Oh yeah.
When is that happening?
Oh, I'm thinking that we could like group together and we could like react to it.
Yeah, Thursday. This Thursday.
It's this Thursday, yeah.
Thursday
What time?
nights.
8:30 EST.
That's fine.
Yeah.
What day?
Nice. This Thursday, 8:30 EST.
I think we go ahead and do that because you said there's supposed to be 10 announcements. Do you have any idea of who the?
Well, games, but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, but like which developers?
No, they haven't said.
No, because
It's just 10 new announcements. That doesn't mean like all of it in total. There could be like announcements of current games.
That's already new though. It's like they don't need to say anything about Diablo 4. We already have a trailer. Same shit with
Oh, it's
Overwatch
like
2.
it means like out of all the announcements, there's 10 new ones for new games.
Yeah, that's what I'm concerned with. Like, so what are the new ones? Unless they have some rehashes of the old ones. Like, Bethesda needs to stop with their fucking splitting companies in 5,
Word.
Bethesda.
waiting 15 years for another fucking Skyrim.
Yeah.
Or Elder Scrolls. Like,
You said your favorite is like Morrowind, right?
yes.
Morrowind.
Morrowind, which is basically Morrowind.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Why'd you ask that question?
Because my only experience with the Elder Scrolls games is
Oh, it's good.
Oblivion,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't really feeling that game too much.
Yeah. Oblivion to me feels the weakest, but I even tried playing the old 2, and I kind of understood what people were liking back then. I couldn't fuck with them beyond a couple of hours.
Okay.
Either one of them. But I did kind of understand. Like, Morrowind wasn't even close to the biggest game. None of those. Fucking Daggerfall was stupid big. Daggerfall was continents large. That
Damn.
shit was ridiculous.
Like a literal world.
Like, it will take you a good 20-something hours to get from one side of the world to the other, which is a continent, which is what would happen. You try to walk across the U.S., you're taking like a month and like a good couple of months.
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Of course, you can fast travel, and it's much prefer you do that, but somebody tested it, and you are taking that X period of time.
Wow.
But that's what I'm waiting for when it comes to the next thing, because every game progressively got smaller and smaller. Like Skyrim, you can go across in like 7 minutes. Like, not even
7 minutes.
Well,
Actually, no, more than that. Sorry. That was wrong. North to south, 7 minutes, and the left to right, like 40 something. But it's still like.
Well, they did that because it's smaller, like, development. Like, they didn't want to make a huge, expensive world. They wanted to make something that looked like it was big, but not really.
Yeah. But now, from one thing I did see, going back to the Pokemon thing, though, it's like, how wide, because every time I see y'all in, like, open fields and shit, but how expansive is the actual?
The world itself is actually very linear, sans the wild area. The wild area is ridiculous.
Like the wild area is amazing.
The wild area,
all of the routes and cities are.
But the routes and cities are like Final Hallway 13.
It's like one.
They try to put some variance into it though, because there are like some cities have 2 exits.
Right.
But it's pretty much like a straight line.
That's why, yeah. Just the wild area is basically 2 Breath of the Wild. It's basically the scope that they said it would.
And they have these beautiful ass caves that you can't even fucking explore because it's literally one way. Mm-hmm. It's like I would say
you love caves.
Ew.
No, mad people love caves.
No, it's just
Yes, they do.
Raven loves
You're the only
caves.
person
First
on
of
this
all-
table that likes caves.
First of all, the point
I
of going.
hated rock.
First of all, the point of going into Pokemon, the point of going to Pokemon to explore shit. Why would you not want to fucking explore a cave?
Get your ass in the wild.
I'll give you that because
You guys suck.
No,
Y'all fucking suck.
I'll give you that.
Caves suck.
No, y'all
All
fucking
caves-
suck. Y'all
cave
open your
music
game and
is
y'all
still as
expect
fuck.
shit. That's what y'all expect.
I'll give you that
Caves
point
suck.
because in Gen 5, there was this dude who made a YouTube video talking about how like he was literally making the connections what towns were from New York and Unova, and he was basically saying that Undella could have been the Jamaica Wildlife Reserve, like they could have been like a safari zone. And when I saw it, I'm like, shit, that could actually be hard. So I was hoping for Black and White 2 they would do that.
Yo.
They added 3 towns in Jersey.
All right,
You're gonna get the fuck out of here.
I'm a slight sidetrack. What was Brooklyn and what was the Bronx?
You know the towns?
I think the
I know Black
beginning
City
was
was Long Island City. Like they didn't really touch Queens that much. It was mostly Jersey.
I don't touch Queens that much. I left Queens. I don't give a fuck about
You
Queens.
left. We all left Queens.
We all left Queens. Like, I don't fucking care about Queens that much.
Let me pull up a map of Unova.
Yeah. But damn, in the meanwhile, like, so you said 2 Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Because Breath of the Wild is an open area. And basically, wild area is 2 of those.
It's not 2 Breath of the Wild. It's half of Breath of the Wild.
Yes, that was the thing.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, because Breath of the Wild is ridiculous. So to have 2 in there as a side part of your main game.
And then it might not be that big, yeah. So it might be about half, yeah.
But still,
I
Breath of the Wild is still as big as it is.
It's
I think
big
you can
as
fit
fuck.
Skyrim, I believe, in half of Breath of the Wild, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the 100% scope of it.
Yeah, I ain't remember.
But damn, that's still fucking ridiculous.
Yep. DLC, more wild areas. Lit. That's all you need, man.
Wait, that confirmed?
No! I'm just speculating.
That's a horrible
Nah,
speculation.
that's not
How is it
speculation.
wrong? That's what you want.
You didn't say you wasn't more detailed.
I
I didn't
fucking
feel the
facts.
conviction.
I don't care.
I didn't feel the
Because it's
emotion.
not real.
Fuck
No, I
facts.
felt like a whole
Yeah,
lot.
fuck
This is
facts.
not the country about
I've been
facts
lied to.
anymore, bro. We don't do facts.
You have been lied
I
to.
will
Because
fucking
you like
murder them.
caves. Who the fuck told you caves was
I like
good?
coves.
Cave's been good.
Nah, I like coves, not caves.
Except for Gen 1 too.
A cove is you walk in.
Except for
They're
Gen
the
1.
worst ones.
Look, you
Oh,
walk
yo,
in,
Gen 2,
steps.
Dark Cave is the worst fucking cave.
Yeah, it is.
You fucking kidding
Yeah, I
me?
hated
You
that.
have to flash.
Look, the caves that I hate is the ones that is so dark and shit. You can't do nothing about it.
Bro, I'm
Worse.
telling him.
You got a waste flash. Get the fuck out of my face.
That ain't talk, like I'm saying is that they made the caves look so nice, but you can't do
It
shit.
does
else.
look nice. Though.
That's
I'll
the
give you
problem.
that. It looks nice and the music's still.
You can't do
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, you can't do shit in it.
Yeah.
You just walk through. I'm like, yeah, you don't have any other directions at
You
least.
do literally just walk
You just
through,
go through, yeah.
and that's kind of bad. 'Cause that's supposed to be like a dungeon. Every time you go into a cave, you're like dreading it because it's like, oh man,
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
go,
probably why.
I gotta go for this dungeon.
Because they're like, we don't want. They probably just did it because people can't stand fucking caves.
I guess, but
Like, if
no.
the caves look cool, or if the caves
They do
have
look
something.
They made this cave.
That's
look
what I'm
cool.
saying. They made it look cool. So I'm like, why can't I not explore?
Because
Why is there no other direction?
past feedback is fuck rock tunnel.
All right, but why would you make it so look good then?
Because
Oh, no, they
It was a waste of fucking budget.
They really do that shit all the time. I remember in fucking Halo, there was a scene where I'm just driving a fucking warthog through this area. I'm going through this big ass fucking arc. Gary, you know I like gigantic things, right? And I'm like, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it for like 2 seconds before I pass it. So you go back and look, and it's like this mad detail. I'm like, who the fuck wasted their hours at work doing this shit? It's like, yeah, I was working all day. Yeah, they just got their check for
somebody was looking away
fucking
when
nothing
you
because
do that
no one
shit.
looked at it. Like, I wanted to see it, but shit, man.
That's 2 seconds.
Nah, coves are dope though. Like, just walk in like 2 steps, and it's just like a little alcove in the mountain, and that's it. I'm gonna put some fucking like.
Are there
like,
codes in the game?
like Sutablis had coves in the secret bases. That's what those shits were.
Secret base.
Yeah, those are great. I'll put like some fucking bead curtains at the edge of it. Like, that's my little pad right there.
Yeah.
Like them old ladies be having the fucking like the plastic on the couches. But this game right here, just it's doing a lot. So
It's doing a lot.
I like the shit they did with the Pokemon League though. They made a tournament.
Hell
That's what it
yeah.
should have fucking
That's
been.
Elite.
That's what it should have fucking been.
Basically,
What's the
Elite
difference?
4, a bunch of fucking old fogies sitting there doing. So that's all you do. You just sit there
You
all
just sit
day.
there, wait to clap up a 10-year-old kid.
That's
Like,
Pretty much.
And you gotta collect 8 badges, so
Exactly.
you ain't doing shit for half of the
catching Pokemon, you
year.
should be catching the case.
Get out of here, word.
well, other people I'm assuming are getting badges before you got the badges. I think they're waiting exclusively for you.
But even then, it's like so few and far between.
Well, see, the problem is it's been a little inconsistent with, at least for like if you're comparing the anime to the video games, because Gary's out here like 12 badges
Definitely
and
not the
shit,
same
Gen
thing.
1, like, huh?
Nowhere near the same.
So it's like nowhere near the same.
Hell no.
Here's my thing: if I'm a broken old fogey, like I don't want to be looking around looking for fucking fighters. I want to have a gym downstairs and my office upstairs, and that's when people get the clap at.
There is an old fogey in the game, and she finds a new replacement. But that's basically what it is. She's just like a fashion studio.
Yeah.
That's just
That was-
mad fucking dusty.
It was kind of dope how they had that dynamic though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now my man's Kabu though. My man just pulls up on you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Fucking running and shit.
So I see the fucking map.
All right, yeah. So I pulled up the Unova map. Brooklyn's actually got like 4 towns and shit.
That actually looks kind of like. Wait, what is that? Is that actually Jersey?
Yes. Yeah.
Get that the fuck off the
Rich
map.
loves Jersey.
I'd rather Queens. Get that the fuck off the map. And let's move that way.
And the towns that they added that's not on this map, but the towns they added in Black 2 White 2 were basically down here. I'm like, I don't want South Jersey. Give me more fucking Queens.
South Jersey? That's
Oh, I
even
thought that shit
better.
was the Bronx because the second gym is like the hood.
Nah, the Bronx.
That's what I thought.
Was that Newark?
The funny shit, the Bronx is pretty much the Pokemon League.
Of course, because that's where all the fights happen.
Some guy at the damn tournament
That
told
was
me a
like South
story.
That is
Jamaica.
hilarious.
He's like, yo, I'm from the Bronx. I'm like, oh, damn. I know that.
Unfortunately,
He's like,
Staten
yeah,
Island don't got no representation.
Fuck that now.
it's just a myth.
This place is a myth. I've been there one time.
He was like, I work at a GameStop in the Bronx. I'm
You
like,
gotta go
oh,
there by
shit.
boat. I gotta go to Bermuda Triangle. It's crazy.
There's a GameStop.
There's some guy at the tournament yesterday. He was like, he forgot his Switch. I'm like, that's stupid. But he's like, yeah, I work at a GameStop. I'm like, how you forget your Switch? Anyway, he was like, yeah, this GameStop, it's like the Bronx is just rough. I'm like, yeah, it is. And he just told me a classic Bronx story. He was like, I was working at a GameStop, but then some homeless guy, he just like started throwing a trash can.
What?
And then the cops came. And then he got naked. Then he got tackled in front of the GameStop. And this is, I was just looking. I'm just like,
That is hilarious.
regular Bronx shit. I'm just like, all right.
Welcome
Why
to
is
the
he
Bronx.
naked? Like, all right, cool.
That's why you don't go there, bro.
Exactly.
Fuck.
Why was he not? First of all, he should have been naked before that. Like, how was it like 95 degrees? Or
I don't know.
Or
I
it's
don't
just
know when
crazy.
this was.
Welcome to Bronx.
Normal shit, you know. Police tackle
There's
naked.
two places I know you never touch when you're trying to visit NYC: Brownsville and the Bronx.
That's basically
It's about.
And I live in Brownsville, so that sucks.
Or
It's
Fulton,
pretty facts, yeah.
Or Fulton.
right down the street. Hey, I think I said this story before, but I'm
Well,
just gonna,
alright, but yeah,
I'm just gonna say it again.
Say
bro.
it anyway.
I'm walking down. I got off the train. I'm walking down the street, and it's broad fucking daylight. The sun's on my back, so everything in front of me is well fucking lit. It's like 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
looking good.
Yeah, looking great. You know, it's nice to have my nice track on or whatever. You see this old lady looking a little pensive or whatever. She's wearing this heavy ass overcoat and all kinds of shit. And it's the summer, by the way.
He's looking good.
Right, you know, and then all of a sudden, like, she just drops her pants. I shit you not. She drops her pants.
Still
and just,
looking good.
Just drops a whole bunch of shit on the ground. She just literally just. It's just like spreading out and shit. I'm like, the fuck? I walk around.
Still looking good.
There's a scaffold where she was at, so it's like if she was standing, she's to my right. There's a scaffold and there's
Just
this fucking
walk
hall.
clear
I'm like,
around that shit.
clear as far away as I'm like, first of all, why don't you just like stop and take a shit in front of me?
Yeah, go in the corner or some shit.
Dude, like,
Why you in
no,
the front of the road
like,
Fucking deal with these people.
with your hot ass coat?
exactly. I'm like,
was
shit,
a
clearly
beautiful
something's
day.
wrong. So I'm walking, and then I see 2 people passing by. I didn't hear their whole conversation. They didn't look like they were from around here. And then all of a sudden, before they passed, it's like, what the fuck is that smell? Like, you know, so I think like a couple steps later, I just heard like a shriek, and I was like, it. And I was like, that's Fulton. Like,
know what
that's
happened.
5, 6, that's like, no, 9 blocks away from here.
Damn.
Old lady looking worried.
Holy shit! I'm not ready!
It's happening.
Fucking luck, right? And that's just Fulton's bullshit. Like, it's not really
That
like
is pretty
it's not
dirty,
like
yeah.
the violence of like some
It's just dirty as
parts
fuck,
of the
yeah.
Bronx or like Brownsville. Brownsville just can't be a mark. Like people look predators out there.
What do you mean?
Like, can't be a certain way where you look like a target. Can't be walking around holding a switch in your hand.
Obviously, yeah. Like, obviously.
Well, they do say Brownsville's the home of the brave.
Yeah, been working the street like a slave. We're burger dress code, always the express mode. This is MOP lyrics. And so,
Bar.
take it to your grave, nigga. So, if you think I
Like,
ain't
if you're in
know
the hood, you can never look like a target.
No, that's
that's
not
like-
common
that's
knowledge to
a whole
everyone. That's
fact,
New
though.
York shit.
that is weird.
That's
Like-
not some
like-
tourist shit. Them shoebies, that's how you get got.
Like if you out here with like a Gucci belt, fucking Supreme shit, like yeah, you getting
Yeah.
You better have
if you got a
another-
roller bag, oh no, forget it. Don't do it to
You
yourself.
better have another accessory, and it's called a gun.
Gun,
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
that's a nice accessory to have.
Main
Like,
accessory.
it goes very well with my Gucci belt.
Better have your goddamn.
Right? The Gucci gun?
I
Yeah.
like the fucking
So it's
the
bold.
The
handle,
Gucci
the
Glock,
stock
bro.
of it be like with the Gucci
Like,
pads
it's
and
such
shit.
fine leather.
Yeah, it
as
is.
fuck.
Like, the fuck, it's very comfortable in my hands. This
Diamond encrusted bullet.
Hell yeah.
We're just talking
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a,
I
yeah.
don't think
Anyone,
anyone
like-
deserves that kind of bullet. I don't think anyone deserves that budget.
Damn, he must have did some shit.
Yeah, so it wasn't there.
He
Some
shot
shit.
like $500,000 worth of bullets in his ass.
Probably smack your grandma, push her downstairs off a cliff. Like,
Oh, they're catching that bullet. They're catching all kinds of that bullet.
They're catching more than a bullet.
So it's like, Brownsville is like the mark thing. The Bronx is a little bit different. You just like can't be in the wrong areas because their issues have nothing to do with you. So that's the difference between the Bronx. Like Brownsville is targeted. The Bronx is like you a casualty nigga.
See, I live like right near Brownsville. I live like in New Lots, like Pennsylvania Avenue. I live right near like Brownsville. I never go there because I got nothing to do there. I like going there.
There's no reason to be
looking
there.
for trouble, yeah.
Like you're looking for like low rent. You know why the rent is low? Like
So life expectancy is low.
Exactly.
you know,
Your wallet's gonna be low.
It's a whole fact.
and that's the thing. Like I said, that shit is generally targeted. But Bronx, man,
It's
like
just random shit, yeah.
It's a lot of random shit.
It's like it's like a tornado. Basically, just walk in, some shit gonna happen.
Good luck. You
good
have to
joints.
basically make it past
Guten Tag.
140. You got to make it past 149th, and you should be all right. No, 180th. Fuck it. You got to make it past 180th, and then
Yeah, concourse. I'm not sure if that's the safest way.
that's not. Yeah, no, you got to keep going up. You got to go to Gun Hill, and then from there you're good.
Which is ironic because it's called Gun Hill.
Well, I mean, they literally had cannons on the top of that hill. That was the history of that area.
Cannon door.
So it's like how Kings has a bunch of fucking castles around here and shit like that. That's general
what it
idea.
is.
But damn, they don't have. So the Bronx is the Pokemon Championship.
Yes.
That is fucking wild. Like, no gang colors, nothing like that. Like, whoa.
It makes sense though. I mean, you saw what happened. You saw what T-Plasma did. Crazy shit happened.
Yeah,
They were out here. They were making you think.
Oh, that's that karate nigga up top. Well, he looks like a karate nigga. I don't know. That's it. Okay. And that one fighting dude.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Iris became champ, right?
Yeah.
This
Which is mad weird in the second game.
She was from the Bronx. It's fine.
Yeah.
I get it.
She had dragons, she had hackers.
Motherfucker with guns and shit. You see this normal person's down in Brooklyn.
Well, technically, she's from Harlem.
She's from Harlem, so she's from up here. All right. If we talk about who's the normal one, Nora.
So we should talk about how to not look like a target in the hood.
Yeah,
That's some
good
advice.
facts for these fools.
Kick some
Go ahead,
facts.
Spencer.
All right. Well,
What's rule number 1?
Yeah.
of my experience, number one, never look back.
Never look down either.
Never look down
If
either.
you make eye contact, keep looking, then look away. Don't look down. You look down, that's it.
Look straight forward.
Straightforward.
If you're trying to find your destination, just look straight
That's
forward.
it.
Keep going.
Don't look down. That's
2,
that's
don't
straight
be
target.
talking to these crazy ass people.
Right, the fuck out of here.
Don't
Yo,
be
son,
talking
got
to
some
these crazy
chains,
ass
niggas. Let me get this in my kind of thing, man.
Exactly.
Got
If
some
you
pennies.
if you
No,
walk if
man.
you're walking down the street and you hear someone say, "Oh, spare change," go past.
Keep it
Fuck
going.
that guy.
I gotta.
Just give it a nah.
And you can't
keep
even
it
be as
moving.
rude as me when homeless people change. They ask me, I just say no.
Right.
But you can't do that. They just gotta ignore them.
Just say nah.
Yeah, just ignore
Just keep it
I
going.
got a tip for y'all.
What's up?
Do not do the following. What I'm about to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Experience?
Yes.
Okay.
God damn.
Do not be on a train.
Right.
And that's it. That's the end of the
That's it. Don't be on the train.
That's actually rule 1. Don't be on a train.
Every train in NYC is fucking ridiculous.
They're all terrible.
But don't be
Better than buses.
don't be on a train where someone just starts talking shit and try to hype them up.
Not at all.
Wait,
Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Wait, what?
Yes.
This comes
Yes.
to the story. I imagine.
That was the story.
That was the cliff
That
note.
was Berg. I don't know what the fuck Berg was doing. So this guy's talking crazy
He
shit.
got the whole doc files. You know he does. I
I'm
want to
like,
hear that shit.
yeah. I'm like, bro, shut up. What are you doing? What? Hyping and
So,
this guy.
I guess like it was some dude and there was a couple
This already sounds bad.
and they was having a fallout on the train, and she wasn't trying to say shit to this dude. She was like, "Yo, I love you. Why ain't you saying nothing?" Then he just started talking to the whole train, like, "Yo, I love y'all, but fuck y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
My girl ain't even talking to me right
I was
now."
there.
Well, we told you.
Y'all told me
about
about it. Yeah, I wish I was there for that.
So my dumbass was like, "Yeah."
I don't know why. I'm like, what? Me and Portia just looking at each other. We're just like, whose man's is this? It's clearly not my man. I don't know whose man's this is.
Who's man?
Once you see your friend doing dumb shit, they lost all credibility. I don't know who this guy
You
is.
to do this? Why are you drawing attention to this guy?
But luckily he was so whatever, and I just say fucked up that he didn't hear me, or he was just like, and just kept moving.
Yeah. Yo, I saw someone get jacked the other day. On the train. Now that I think about it, also,
You saw him. He's like, look, none of my business. Yeah, shit
I
happens.
was over here.
It's the hood, you know. It's your fault. I saw that Gucci belt you had on.
These things happen.
actually, I think it was one of the new iPhones. It was on Fulton, actually. I just fucking mentioned
There
that.
you go.
I took the A. I was across town. I wanted to get home quick, so I took the A. And as I'm going up the stairs on Utica, I see this person, probably no more than like 15 or so, just like sprinting up the stairs, 5 at a time, just fucking gone. 3 seconds later, I see this big dude run up the stairs, kind of trip up the stairs. It's like, fuck! Like, tries to get up or whatever. So this dude literally snatched his shit. The only thing I remember seeing, so that kid, that 15-year-old kid, I just...
He snatched the shit.
Yeah, it's like flying upstairs 5 in a row. The only thing I remember seeing is like, what's that phobia of like a bunch of holes next to each other? That weird...
Trypophobia.
That one, yeah. I remember having that conversation with somebody. So I guess he must have stole that fucking iPhone, that new one with the 3 cams or whatever. I'm like, yeah. So that was Fulton. That was right there.
That's Fulton.
Yeah.
So what's the other tips, Mike?
Here's another tip for you. Ignore the shit out of everything. Like y'all was saying, like if someone's asking for change, be like, nah, I wouldn't. Don't even
I always just listen to my music.
Don't even dignify with a response. If you got headphones on, put them shits on. Even if your phone is dead, put your headphones on. Fucking stone face,
So
look
pretend you
forward.
listen to some fucking fighting gold, like
Your word.
you walking down the street. Fighting gold.
Dude, you should have saw his hands just now. They made some
word, he's Millie
shape
rocking.
that I didn't know what the fuck. He's Millie rocking. The Millie rock with the JoJo hands.
Right?
Word. Actually, that's
But
kind of hard.
Actually, yeah, I tend to have like headphones on, but with no music on sometimes.
Yeah.
Like just like in case things are about to pop off. Like a couple podcasts, I forgot what
I have
episode
one
we were talking about the belt.
One out, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you surrounded?
Yeah, I just turned my volume like either all the way down or just like pause the shit.
See, like what I do because
Depends on where I'm
people
at.
can still see that you like you probably listen at them. I just have my one of my headphones just wrapped around my ear like this.
Yeah.
So just in case, you know, I can still hear,
The real world.
and I'm still listening to music right here. So people would think that I'm listening to music, but I'm not.
Yeah, so part of it is also being aware of your surroundings. 'Cause there's like ignore everybody, but there's also another one like when it comes to people that are like thugs or whatever,
Right.
walking in the crowd of thugs. Like if you're walking down the street and you see a bunch of thugs and you cross the street, they're gonna stay target.
Yep.
You're trying to avoid, right?
Ignore
But if you go through trying to walk through and ignoring everybody, some shit is a sign of disrespect. So when that eye contact comes in, which it will eventually do, which I actually say is not a good idea to completely shy away from it. Remember, most thug shit, especially in Brooklyn, is targeted.
Right.
It's not like it's a random thing.
Yeah.
So if you do lock eyes, either do a nod or
Do a nod.
look,
Give
and
him
then
that.
just keep, and then just look away and look about you.
That's why the nod is fucking meta as hell. You walk up, see someone like
It's
that's
a
it.
show of respect.
Yeah.
You
That's
show
all
Like,
it
I
is.
acknowledge you.
And if you don't want to do that, at least do the look and then look straight.
away. That's it.
Like
Those
if
are the
you're not
two
feeling like the nod is
Don't
actually
look
gonna
down. Yeah, because if you don't,
Yeah, I nod on reflex now. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's fine. It disarms the fuck out of people. It really does.
Oh shit,
Bro, that's hood language for y'all, bro.
really
That's
it.
what it
You can
is.
survive the hood. You just need to know what to do.
These are skills.
I'm like, listen, I
to
know what
acquire.
you do, and what you do is, it's probably
Yeah.
not what I do, but I'm not gonna stop your shit.
Not at all.
There's probably a reason why you're doing that.
Oh yeah, also another tip: do not look like a target.
Yes. Don't
Sometimes
be a
that is
shooty.
also necessary.
Yes.
Depending on the hood you in.
Yeah.
Don't be backpacking in the hood.
Anime shirts, weird shit. I saw this one dude though. It was a fire ass hoodie. It was this like hoodie where you saw like a bunch of like manga images of like chicks' faces. But the
Oh,
problem,
the Ahigo shit.
I don't know what it was, but it looked like but what
Yeah, I
it
think
really
that's-
looked like was the image, the faces of people who are in the middle of getting their back blown out.
that's Ahigo
that's
shit.
Ahigo
How the fuck
shit.
y'all just know about it verbatim?
Alright, first of all, I've been wanting to get one.
Y'all took this shit in stride. The fuck?
I know what it is because I found your hentai now.
Good luck.
Oh shit.
We found your hands. I didn't fucking talk about.
Apparently, because
You barely hide this shit, bro.
that's also true.
Like, why should you hide your shit?
This is why my hentai is a whole network. You'll never find it.
The fuck?
I gotta spread out everything, all different files, bro.
Fuck that.
Why you have
This
files?
is what it is.
Some people don't even know they got it. Some people don't even know they got it.
Yeah.
I got a friend in California. He has my hentai right now. He doesn't know he has it. I somehow put it in there.
Why are you
I slipped it in
hentai?
because just in case shit goes down, I got extra hentai in the back.
What kind of shit?
You don't
The internet
understand.
will go down.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna see a shit
Look,
anyway.
shit's gonna get serious, bro.
Say,
Shit could get serious. You don't know, man. Hentai is real. It can be real.
Like, who the fuck goes back to old pictures and uses them? Like, who does pictures anymore anyway?
Who does pictures?
Pictures have been a dub for a while now. Actually,
Who knows? We got videos.
I remember when that whole the fappening happened. I'm like,
Fappening? Wait, I gotta hear about this. What the fuck is the fappening?
fappening.
Is when celebrity pics like the cloud.
Yeah, the iTunes cloud.
Pics and shit.
The
That shit
iCloud got
released on the
hacked.
internet.
And
Yeah.
the
People's like, oh,
people
God.
who you wouldn't even think was doing some shit,
Yeah.
they was doing some shit.
Jennifer Lawrence with her ass out. I'm like, ew. But you know, it's a thing that happens. But I'm like, these is pictures. Who gives a fuck?
First of all, it's
The
a
second I was in the damn auditorium with the fucking Mario Kart crew,
Yeah.
and then my homie came through with the fucking PlayStation, fucking what's the portable shit? PSP.
PSP.
It showed me some big booty bitch. I was like, alright, this is a thing.
You got on the PSP.
I saw
Yeah,
someone
was it Bang Bros? I'm like, yo,
I
this
saw
is a
someone.
rap.
I saw someone
I'm like,
that
this
one on the
is the
PSP
future.
on the subway.
Yeah.
So
Just look at that straight booty bouncing.
Well,
It was the
was
bubble butt.
the ass as big as
Bonanzas or some shit. I was like,
was
alright.
was the ass as big? Yeah. Was the ass as big as a widescreen
It was
TV?
terrible. Yes.
Black Friday.
Yes, was zooming in. I'm like, I'm like, alright. The fuck is a
And
picture
some
gonna
big-
be?
Look, like back in the day, you zooming on fucking pictures, just all pixelated and shit. Like, what the fuck? Look at pixelated
got
sheets.
bubble butts on the go. I'm like, yo, this is a different world.
Bro, I remember when fucking the other day, right? So Frank came over to hang out at my house. He forgot his DS. Like, this is when I was younger. I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, you know, since the nosy bastard like I am, I was like, let's go on his web history. His fucking
That was a
my bad. His
mistake.
my bad. His web history, right? The first thing that popped up was fucking Girls Gone Wild Hamster XXX.com. I was like, what the fuck?
That's it.
Yeah, Triple X Hamster was.
That was the pre.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell
I was
yeah.
like,
It
hamster.
had everything.
I don't know why they called it that.
Yeah, well, I was like, yo, what the fuck? Hamster?
When it used to be the go-to, yeah, hell yeah. It's a wrap now. You got mashing now. Yeah.
I stick to X videos and
This
Pornhub.
video, that's the main too.
Incognito windows. That's pretty much all you need to do.
That's all you gotta do. Don't be getting got. Hell no. They be discreet.
But then what's really getting got?
Exactly, like what's getting guy? Like,
Your parents walking the
porn.
Hey, if
Fuck.
you
Oh, yeah? Let me beat my dick, mom.
fuck. Hell
I
no.
don't know about that.
Never. First of all, none. What? Your parents caught you one time?
They almost did.
My mom
Hell, that's not
never.
happening. As far as
I have a lock on my door, so it never happened. I had a lock on my
Never
door.
have,
And
never will.
You've been to my house, so you know the different places where the computer has been. So I'm usually in an open fucking area. This shit is bad. You know, like have one headphone off and then.
See, I took drastic measures. I had a lock, and just in case something happened, I had shoe boxes blocking that shit.
Yo, I'm
Like,
like,
bro,
Shut the
like,
door.
I'm not gonna say a name, but there was one terrible story about somebody. No, don't say the name.
never
Don't say
mind.
the name. But I was at my buddy's house, and
No, I don't know
it
this.
was 2 floors. You of course you know it. It's 2 floors, and it was middle of the night, and I walked downstairs to grab some water. Next thing you know, I see the computer monitor shut off. And that person, now keep in mind, if this person's sitting here looking to the left, the TV's all the way kind of behind. That way. Like behind me. So the person's sitting at a desk with the computer TV off.
Yeah.
Right when the computer was on, nothing was being paid attention to on the screen. Trying to look at the TV like this. I'm like,
You want to see me like this?
who watches TV like that? Like, real talk.
Put your lights on at the
See,
bottom.
see,
Monitor on.
See, this
Lights
is
on. Man, work.
see, this is someone that doesn't know about Windows key H.
This is all around bad strats because there's nothing subtle.
You're
about that.
supposed to minimize and pause. have to do this shit.
You gotta practice that shit, bro. Practice till your shit is framed perfect.
Yeah.
You hear the creak on the door? Frame one.
That's a frame one.
Frame one.
Frame fucking
This is
one.
This is
Use them
all,
hotkeys, bro.
this is all useless. Like,
It really is.
Pause the shit out of it, minimize
you
it.
ain't gotta do none of that shit. Just go to the bathroom with your phone. You're fucking good.
That's it. But this is pre-phone.
What happened?
This was
Ah, this is
pre-phone.
pre-phone.
This is pre-phone era shit.
I guess it's
Yeah, but now people want that
This
HD
is
quality,
this
bro.
is dusty ass desktop shit.
This desktop shit.
I don't want 240p butt cheeks. I want HD butt cheeks.
You don't like his peanut blurry.
720.
260.
Yeah, this podcast immediately became problematic.
We went from head side to porn.
That's it. You brought up the hentai. Don't talk about the hentai. That's it. You know, blurry, which is pointless too. The fuck out of here.
A lot of hentai is just weird though. Like I can't even watch this shit.
They be going overboard sometimes, bro.
Fucking much.
I'm like sometimes I be scared. Like, yo, is that girl dead?
Wow.
She's probably dead.
And a lot of things, I guess, is just based off a story or whatever. And like, no one gives a
Right?
fuck.
Why they got actual plot? I just skip. Like, let me just see the scene.
Like, we're not watching this shit for the plot, man.
Although Bible Black had a pretty good plot.
Did it?
No.
Did it? The plot was some fucking kid who was in the
Yeah, the graphics
magic,
ain't the plot.
using magic to get laid. And then apparently there's some girls in the school who are already into magic trying to summon some demon shit by getting laid. Whose whole sole purpose when the fucking thing come out is to get laid. There's no fucking story in that show. It likes to think it has a story.
It looked like it had.
It tried to have a plot.
thought it had a plot.
It had no goddamn plot.
What's worse is that they have fucking lore.
Which just had good
That's the
graphics.
fucking had. It had old ass Washu as a voice actor.
Yes.
Oh, the fuck out of here.
Wash you and shit.
Yeah, that was the worst voice acting ever. Goddamn. That's just great. Pre-phone era, you gotta get them like them temporary DVD players and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Like, no, like the fucking little DVD players with the screens and shit, little portable ones. But then, obviously, if you walk in with it, it's bad obvious that you walk out like what you're watching.
Like where you going with that?
Like, if you were still watching the movie, the thing would still be up as you watch it, but it's closed. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, look at people funny. Like, nah,
That's straight reverse. That's hood facts, but these is fat facts. There you go.
These are big facts?
Yeah. Yes. These are the tips. It's the same way you don't want to get got in the hood. Same way you don't want to get got watching the Pinot.
the tips.
Yes. The tips.
Good tips.
Alright.
Look, incognito windows and
Yes, incognito. Those are the main things. Don't do anything else. Don't be turning off the monitor. That's stupid.
Do not turn off the monitor.
Make sure you're good. Especially if you're trying shit and there's bad people in the house, you wildin'.
Yo, if there's more than 2 people in the house, you fucking wildin'. Don't let there be no kids in the house.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
You might as well just pack it in. You gonna have blue balls or some shit. Don't do that
Don't
shit.
even try the shit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
If there's more than 2 people in the crib, don't do it.
Or just go drastic, man. Have a whole network going on.
A network. This motherfucker has
A network. Have a whole
I
network
don't
going on.
understand how that works. I don't want to
What do you
understand
mean? This sounds like something you shouldn't do.
You sound like you're overthinking the variable.
Right?
You know what's really fun though? It's like, I remember,
in the bathroom.
Incognito is.
I used to have that idea of like saving shit, but then I realized like I burned CDs or whatever.
Yeah.
So then I remember burning like images, but I completely lost those CDs. Right? So I moved like twice or 3 times, and then I saw the CDs back. I'm like, what the fuck is all this? It felt like Christmas again. It's like, what did I used to look at or whatever? Then I looked at it and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Fucking trash.
It really be like that,
This
bro.
is bullshit. Like, garbage.
I think
I could draw this.
Mercury or some shit. All right.
Mars is for me, but yeah, same.
Nah, they kind of improved.
No, they improved drastically, but it's
Room
irrelevant.
34 is a problem. They got
It
videos
is
on
a
there.
problem. They do.
Yo, they got some great
Pictures is
artists.
dumb as fuck, but the blender shit. Yeah,
Yo, deadass.
Yeah,
Wait, what you
3D's
think?
the wave.
top
3D's
tier.
the wave. Like, yo, New Tracer got them cheeks again. I hope they just do that properly now. So I'm like,
Yeah, man. My man Archangel, he's a fucking god with the shit.
Archangel, I don't know who the fuck was my goddamn pen.
right,
Don't
yeah.
got me right now. Just give me a fucking pen. I'll figure it out. This is how you get got. You always show me on the goddamn computer.
Ain't gonna be on the computer. Shut up.
Not computer, hell.
Incognito.
Listen.
That's still bad. Don't fuck with it. Archangel, I'm gonna write it on a piece of paper and burn this shit.
Bro, sometimes masturbating be mad funny sometimes.
What the fuck?
I'm just saying. Look, I'm just
You
saying.
want to keep it going? Let's go.
Look, I'm just saying.
Explain.
You ever just think about it, like, you know, you just have a regular ass day, you know, playing games, and you just want to masturbate, like,
No, what?
yeah!
I've been seeing you doing that half the time. Is that what you think?
Oh,
No,
nah.
not all the time, maybe. Some cases. Some cases.
A room full of
Yeah,
dudes.
wait for it. Man. Like, what?
Halftime.
I'm looking at you different now, my guy.
Low body.
Bay!
Oh, yo, they wild.
That's Bay. Let's go.
That is
I
Bay.
told you I was Bay.
That's
This is
not it
fun.
at all, though.
No, that's Bay.
That's Bay.
Or Satoru or whatever actual real name
Yes,
is.
bad.
Wait, who that? Who that is? That's
The same one.
Oh, the same one.
That's
Okay.
I like Melody.
It don't matter if it's Bay.
I'm still pissed I couldn't get to see Melody.
Oh yeah, Melody's not out yet.
Who's Melanie?
No, that's the ice one.
That's the.
You got
Oh, you don't get her?
I don't get
Yeah,
her.
he get her.
Nice, haha.
Yeah.
That pissed me off, yo. I was
She's
tight.
alright. She's not dusty though. It's alright. It's not the worst.
I don't like the coat with the shorts. That shit's like.
That makes no sense. It's like dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
Great. You wearing
yeah.
shorts.
Was that?
Dumb as fuck.
Yo, didn't we do some shit like that in like the city ones? We just asking random people random questions.
I think we did.
We did. Yo, we was just like, yo, let's just ask people some questions. It's like, yeah. We just thought that was an idea to do. Like just me and Mike, we was like, no, we had you.
I was doing something with the thing. He was in a movie theater.
Okay, the movie theater, that was a different scene. But I remember we were just asking random people questions. It was like, listen, it's brick as fuck out here. How are you wearing the skirt? And she was like, the fuck? It's like, one person got mad. Another person's like, how are y'all able to wear skirts and it's like 2 degrees outside?
Yo, that's a whole fact though.
Yeah, one person had the whole stockings, but one person it was like, oh, these are thermal stockings or some shit. Like,
Man,
I don't even know that kind of hot take came
The
out.
fuck? It's still fucking stocking.
There's no thermal stockings.
Thermal
And if they are, they don't look like that. You don't get the
That's some
fuck out
advanced
of
ass
here.
shit.
Yeah, some people was just like, yo, sometimes they just want to beat you for their club. They say, fuck the cold, it don't matter. I'm like,
I get that nice hypothermia.
Frostbite does not look cute.
Yeah,
it
that's
looks
a
like
whole
gangrene.
fact.
Looks like motherfuckers peeling. Looks like they done fought purple haze. But still, it's just a bad idea. Yeah, don't fight purple haze. Don't ever fight purple
You're gonna
haze.
look like ultimate cars.
Shit. Well,
Purple haze.
purple haze kill cars.
Brain.
I mean, it's a virus, so.
No, cars is impossible.
Yeah, you're right. You look
Oh
that.
yeah, is he immortal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
What about LCDC?
How's ACDC fighting cars? ACDC couldn't regularly fight cars. Regular
You
cars.
crazy? He's number 2. He ain't regular number 1.
That's not even remotely close. And he was a far second.
I'm still mad about that fucking translation. I'm still mad about it. Fucking they instead of saying ACDC, they say LC. I'm like, you don't get the fuck out of here.
Oh, they're all terrible. Sanctuary was Oasis.
I don't even know what the fuck they was talking
I
about.
don't know what the fuck they were talking
Green tea.
Green tea.
Green tea was
Green
nasty.
tea?
Green tea, really?
Green day.
Green tea.
The fuck you talking about?
Yo,
Green tea, bro.
wow,
Yeah.
that's some shit.
Yep, Made in Heaven, Stairway to Heaven.
I don't even know what the
You know, Made in Heaven, I'm not
Man,
sure.
it's kind of hard.
It is.
Made in
but
Heaven, that sound cool.
It does. Is that an actual song? I'm certain that's like some kind of song. It might be some gospel song, right?
Yeah,
Let's see if there's an actual song called Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
And I want to see if it's better than Stairway to Heaven. Because in that case, I may be okay with the name change.
Yeah.
Like, we'll see.
And apparently they censored that shit too in the games. They called it Made in
No.
Heaven, not Made in Heaven.
It's a Queen song.
Made in Heaven?
Yeah,
looks
in
like
the
a
games they
sitcom,
call it
my
Made
nigga.
in Heaven, not
Made
Made in Heaven.
in, right?
Yeah,
Like a
not
woman.
Made in Heaven. Yeah.
Oh, they probably had to because,
Yeah!
Queen,
was kind of out of here.
because Queen had a fucking song called Made in Heaven.
Yeah.
Even though Stairway to Heaven already exists.
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's a good,
It
that's a
is
good
on
subversion.
purpose.
But it is Stairway to Heaven, but even
Yeah.
then, they're like, oh, this is less whatever, but not like it's still a music reference.
Yup.
Just look.
Bro.
Okay, a little
It's
biased.
amazed right now.
Nah, cause I thought it was just some bullshit. But that actually makes sense.
Fucking
I'm like not even on that subject.
it's just like, yeah.
No, the worst one was fucking Zipperman.
Yeah, exactly.
Zipperman.
Fuck. This man is a genius.
Oh shit, this one got audio. Hold on.
Careful.
Hey, be careful, B.
Yeah, I know.
Or not, because fuck Copper.
I think our is like, he's like the best. Like, fuck. Who else is fucking far third?
There are some people like where the animation is like for me, it's like the character model is one thing, but the animation makes the most sense. There was one I saw, I forgot what the fucking thing of it was, like who the artist was, but I'm like, there was like a bit of force with that animation.
Force. Falling back out.
Yeah, it was just like back and forth, whatever. Your phone died. Hopefully it's not stuck in the car, you know, when you turn it off.
It's what it is. Turn it off.
Damn! No, there's some solid work though. But
Yeah, our is a monster.
and that's the thing. It becomes so desensitized. It's not like, oh my god. It's like if there's an intention, that's a whole.
Is there a USB?
USB-C? I think it's disconnected for now because you need to disconnect the shit. There's a white cable out there somewhere over there. But yeah, nah, damn. We just went from Pokemon to problematic to Pokemon and problematic Pokemon. We ain't talking about
What
problematic.
are we talking about now?
Let's see.
Like where we at time wise?
125.
25.
Give it another 10 minutes.
I mean, there was a Fat Joe album that came out.
One.
Yeah, I know. And they were hyping it up.
That's not the charger.
I didn't know what it was.
That's fine.
The Fat Joe album.
Yeah.
Wow.
One.
It's actually not that bad.
Okay.
But he has Eminem on the album, and I've been kind of just listening to that one track.
Oh, yeah? You feeling it?
Oh, we can talk about tracks.
He's been freaking killing, like... I thought that the Nick Cannon Mariah beef was over, but apparently it's not.
Shit.
Hey,
I did see something on Twitter.
He killed the shit out of him. It's like, you want to fight me? No.
Eminem still talking shit about Nick Cannon?
Yeah.
Why?
That's why I don't
Stop
get
wasting
it.
his fucking time.
No, I think Nick Cannon said some shit and he's responding to that.
Don't even.
Yo, just put Eminem on Wildin' Out, man. Make him cry.
No, because I think Nick Cannon said he wanted to box the dude. That he was tired of his shit, but Eminem's like, you ain't hitting shit. I was just dying. I'm like, why?
I don't know, man. Do we think Eminem can actually like fist fight?
I don't know, man. He be
I
talking
don't
mad
know.
shit.
Talking
has to have something.
shit don't mean nothing.
I know, but he has to have something. Or else, then, I don't know.
I mean, Sticky Fingers was talking mad shit, but lost that boxing match he had and that celebrity boxing shit.
Who'd he fight?
I forgot who he fought. Some random white dude. I don't know. But yeah, he got bopped.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if you can't box, then your shit talk is just meaningless.
I mean, I guess exactly. Like, it's not like, oh, if it was just a street fight. No, nigga, you wouldn't even throw in punches. Like, the fuck out of here. It was Sticky Fingers in that fucking celebrity boxing match. Got bopped.
He lost?
Yeah, he lost.
To who?
It's a fuck. I don't know.
I see you just getting bopped. So you got bopped in the battle, you got bopped in real life.
Basically. So,
Yeah, your credibility is over at that point.
I mean, speaking of rap, so the new Cypher finally came out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pokemon Cypher.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, the people who you know was going to kill it, killed it. But before they got on, I was kind of like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some of them was like, man, to me, I like the CTC's verse.
I didn't like CTC's verse.
The beginning I was kind
That was a
of
weird guy, the Asian dude.
Oh, he's ill. Yeah.
The beginning was kind of
Yeah. He's usually great, but I didn't like his verse this
He's
time.
kind of a monster compared to Pokemon too, so he got all that. That's what's up.
Because here's the thing about CTC.
He's been on it, though.
I didn't know who the fuck he is.
Oh, okay.
But I was like looking at the Pokemon shit.
Nah, yeah.
That's why he was there in the first
That's why he was
place.
there in the first place.
CTC is usually like really good. This one is like, lyric wise, he wasn't nearly as good, but he was definitely out there.
presentation, yeah.
Yeah, definitely out there. Like I actually like the beginning.
I thought he was going for the what's that shit? The Little Nas X joint.
the fucking the rodeo shit.
Yeah.
That was the second
With
part.
Billy Ray
That's what-
Cyrus, yeah.
That was he
I
shot for the
thought that's
second
what
part.
he was going for.
And here's the thing, I actually really like the first part.
Yeah.
Because it's like low key, high key. I kind of like reggae, but then it's like the second half turned into that. I'm like, either way, he's being mad fucking weird.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool.
Yeah, I appreciate the weirdness.
Black Link was sick.
Black Link, the winner of the competition,
Yeah.
aside from the duo verse at the end, had the best verse.
Did he?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Who
he
had
did.
the best first, Mike?
Besides the duo at the end.
I don't know. I'm always on riding Jaywitz because he's just like he always kills it to me.
Yeah, but it's like
Jay was hilarious to me.
Yeah, he
But even
was.
if the stuff that Jay was saying, it's like it didn't make no sense. It's like, and these people are still like something about.
You think I'm not bad with a pad and a pad?
Nigga, you've been doing this shit for 13 years. Like you literally, hey, look, he's good.
Yeah.
But the message is no different than what he's been saying.
I know it's just funny when he says it. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm like, we know, nigga. Like, dude, we know you're good.
Yeah, as far as bars, no, it was all right. Yeah,
it was all right. It was just funny when he was.
Because the thing is, it's like,
oh, I shouldn't be here, but guess what? I'm here. I'm gonna show you.
because the
what
thing
I
is, it's
can
like
do.
he's always been good. So it's like you have nothing to prove. Just be good.
Right.
Right. It's the same thing like when Matt.
Yeah, that's fucking.
Here's the thing. Oh, so Matt. Oh man. All right. So lately he's been
It is
on.
annoying.
Lately he's been on a tear of thinking like he's the complete shit. Like the way he's been presenting himself, and the way he's been doing whatever. It just seems like it's kind of like
snarky.
yeah,
very
snarky. I'm the
snarky.
best or whatever.
Very
Before
snarky.
you should just prove it by performing his craft.
Yeah.
I.e. 2016, which was his best verse in any of his fucking songs. I've listened to a lot of them too. That was his best verse that I've heard, which was a mile and a head away from his second best verse. But then everything is like this and something laid down perfect, da 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 da. A lot of those lines that they were just talking about during the not I'm perfect, like, you know, something in the flow is paraphrase and whatever.
Yeah.
The lines that he was talking shit about while Shofu was doing their initial reaction for the people who were trying to compete,
Yeah.
a lot of them were saying, yo, those feel like just filler lines and shit like that. But during your verse and your time for you to shine, it's a bunch of filler lines in there as well.
Yeah.
It was the same shit.
Versus Black Link, as you Mike was like, you're not too sure, but give it a second and a third listen. He's like CTC in 20 in the Indigo one.
Yeah.
CTC though, no one knew the level of shit he was talking about in the Indigo site.
I called it the first time.
He became the best. Like he was my favorite one at first, but he became my favorite verse in there.
He's not bad. It's just I don't know.
Issue.
Try second or third.
I don't really have an issue. It's just that I was expecting it to like hit, and it didn't hit till Jaywitz. Like, I was expecting because I
The
was
cipher itself or the guy?
The
'Cause that
cipher.
guy came in after Jay.
the cipher.
Jay was before that guy. No, the cipher. I wasn't feeling cipher until the fucking furry guy came on. I'm like, most of this is just whatever. Jay was good too, but then even Jay, I felt what Jay was.
Didn't he
was
come
talking
on
about.
before?
No,
I
That
thought
toward the
Black Link
end.
came before him.
He came toward the end.
Cause I felt like it was just a whole bunch of people I wasn't really feeling.
Yeah, it was those guys.
Then once
So,
Jaywitz came on, I was like,
rapping.
oh, okay, we here now.
No, Jay was okay.
I think Jay Witz was after.
I actually like Scoots.
Scoots was better.
Yeah, I actually like
Scoots was not better than Black Link.
No, it wasn't better than Black Link.
Remotely.
I like.
No, Black One was like the best one. The best solo.
I'm
it was weird that they did. I don't know why they did the double. I guess they just wanted to, which is not pull too much shine against from each other, but.
Because here's the thing, like, for the most part, Shizzy's just tends to be the best.
Be the best, exactly.
Because he's like the most rapper of everybody. He's most like, I'm straight
He actually does
rapping.
music.
He actually
Yeah,
raps.
like, if you look at Matt, he does like production and shit like
Right,
that too, but then he's getting ahead of himself, while Shizzy we know he's good. He doesn't
Right.
have to say that he's good, he just gives you ridiculous lyrics.
But why did Shizzy go with Shofu though? That's another thing.
That's-
Shofu
it's-
just said
it's-
Because they're the popular
He could.
too. That's and they wanted to end in 2019 like that. Remember you heard their last bar?
they just wanted to end it together. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine.
I
It was like, oh, no one else could do a cipher like us. Gang.
Yeah.
That's
I
what-
agree.
Yeah,
I liked how they did that because it reminded me of Redman and Method Man.
yeah.
That's kind of what I felt like to do it, which is fine.
Which is very cool because it's definitely different. Because otherwise it would have been like another, and then Shofu, and then Shizzy, or Shizzy, then Shofu.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
I'm like-
I figured Shofu would have started it, but.
Well, he started a
started
couple
the
of
battle,
them.
yeah.
He started the Smash. He started one of the others Pokemon.
That's probably what was missing, because that's why I was hitting in the beginning. It was just random.
That's the problem. The way they did the Smash.
What about
battle,
Shofu the beatdown? About Shofu the
No, he's
beatdown?
definitely gotten better over the years.
He's gotten better. He was definitely trash in
Oh,
2013.
right.
Someone
Yeah,
had to
just
look.
other Shofus. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was like, there's a King Shofu.
King Shofu.
Yeah.
Why so many?
Look, Shofu the
I'm
beatdown,
like,
I understand. He's like Obama's Luther. Wait, he's just like he's the
Plus,
asshole
he's his
version
brother.
of Shofu.
He's his brother.
Yeah. Oh, cousin or brother?
His brother.
Brother. Yeah.
I don't know what King Shofu is.
Yeah, I don't know. Fuck that guy.
I don't know.
But that's what it
I was
is.
like King Shofu. I never heard of that.
Because I remember the 2016 lines. It's like he had some lines that were dumb that were kind of stupid, even in 2016. But then he had some lines that were really good. So he's always like there, but he's getting better. The encore, that was his best verse. That he did. The 2016 encore. But yeah, as you're right, like they didn't space it out properly. Like the Smash Cypher, they started with Shofu. Then they had like him, Matt, Scoot. Scoot was weird. He's always weird. I don't fucking know.
He was weird, but it was all right.
Yeah, but it was like him, Matt, and then Scoot, and then they had a bunch of bullshit. Then Chillin', and then a bunch of bullshit, and then the last verse. So that they paced it better. This one, yeah, there was a bunch of Black Link, and then Jay Witz, and then the rest. Yeah. So. Now, I'd say give Black Link another listen, though.
Yeah, Black Link, to me, was the best song. Yeah, he's really what made it. Because I was definitely like, yo, this is kind of whatever. Then he came through, I'm like, wow. But then I'm like, who is this guy? Then I'm like, oh, is he the guy? We had a debate. I'm like, who's the guy who won? Because we was mad, because like if somebody who won was one of these early whatever niggas, then I would have been pissed.
I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
But then when we looked at it, I'm like, okay, because I know who this guy was.
Because I was listening to him, like, because I was kind of feeling it, because like a lot of the shit that he would hit with, since his flow was quick, it was hard to catch the first time.
That might be why it didn't hit.
You definitely have to listen to more than once. Yeah. So like when I got hit, and I was like, oh,
I got it the first time.
Ow.
I was like, shit,
the fuck happened? And then I did it back. I'm like, before I finished this shit, you run his verse one more,
I heard it the one time,
and then I'll definitely do it again. But because this was just fun to listen to. There was like a bit of a bounce. He had like a bit of a Tech 9 flow, and there was a couple of other flows that I heard like mixing in there. Because the Tech 9 flow is essentially like it's a very specific cadence. It's like a drum beat. In a sense. If you look at the way Tech 9 writes his raps, he does the beat first with his mouth. Like, how is the cadence of the song going to work? How am I going to fit the lyrics around the cadence? Because he uses it kind of as another percussive instrument. Right? So that's when you do, like, fast stuff like that. That's like, the Logic. Like, Logic does that. And even when Matt was doing it before, but again, now his lyrical content is whatever. And you mentioned that there was a reaction to... Like Matt was doing a reaction to the video. What was that? What happened there?
Well, he wasn't in the face cam with Shofu. He wasn't in the face cam with Shofu. He's kind of like in the chat and shit. And basically, he like to all the people that I've seen that were just nodding his heads during his verse. He kept typing the shit. He's like, "Yo, I hate this guy. Like this guy's fucking trash. Like, what the fuck he ain't reacting?"
That's hilarious. That's the I don't know. That the reaction to the cypher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was people reacting.
So the people, So I mean,
he was reacting to reactors?
Yeah.
So he was reacting to reactors, and he was getting pissed that they weren't fully feeling the verse.
Yeah, but that's what it is.
It's not that they were mad at him; that his verse wasn't that great.
It wasn't that.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And he was getting mad at the chat for saying that they don't like this.
No, it wasn't the chat. It was just like he was in the chat, just talking shit about the reactors and shit.
So
it wasn't just his verse; it was also some other people's verses, and he just got mad.
This was perfect.
It was like,
My
shit is perfect.
Take the feedback, bro.
My shit is perfect. Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
Shofu was just like listening and shit. He was just chilling.
Just listening. It was like, yo, it's whatever. Like, yo, if you're gonna fuck.
Sounds like a fucking annoying. He sounds like he's immature.
And that's what the problem was, because I definitely remember like between the 2016 and the 17, between that and the Indigo, there was a shift in Matt. Aside from his own channel, there was a whole bunch. His whole mentality, something changed. Exactly. Because before, remember, in the 16 and prior, he did every fucking beat. Then had the ability to do like crazy lyrical shit and then crazy internal rhymes. He felt like he was trying, right? And that was that was cool. But then after he stopped trying, it was like he's just gonna run the back off of shit. It feels like some Drake fucking character. It's not like, it's like what Logic was doing with his later shit. It's just like, oh, I'm the man, I'm the shit. I'm like, whatever. Show me that you're good.
Exactly.
Show and prove.
Yeah, they had that show. Like, who the fuck? Like Kendrick, he doesn't just do that. He just says his shit.
Exactly.
No, I don't want to fucking hear that shit. Like, if you're gonna say you're good, like do it in a lyrical way that makes fucking sense.
Yeah, because I think if Kendrick does say like he's like the best or something, he'll give you some crazy ass set of bars to prove it.
Exactly.
He won't like the whole control thing. People were tight at him, but was he wrong?
Nope, at all. Wasn't wrong at all. But that's what I'm saying. So yeah, no, him and then him reacting to people like that. I'm like, you worried about fucking internet YouTube niggas, and you're not like.
It wasn't even like the popular reactors. It was just people that wanted to react to Cypher.
Yeah. Wow, that's petty as fuck.
I was thinking about doing it, but I was like, eh.
Do what? React to them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I probably should have, but I just didn't. I don't know.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you wanted to, I mean, that's fine. I mean, I don't mind jumping in that. That sounds all right. And then we could probably, like, actually even dissect some of the stuff if that's necessary. Because, like, again, you competed. You tried to compete.
You compete, yeah.
So you had an investment. So as far as you having a reaction thing, it makes perfect sense for you to do that.
That's why I was thinking, like, maybe I should have, but...
Do it. You still have time to fucking do it. It's whatever. But that's the thing. I wouldn't mind doing that with you, though, because I do want to be able to dissect some of the lyrics.
I actually would like that.
Because I do have, like, I am pretty invested in listening to these kinds of things because I like hearing people perform outside of the normal means.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't really talk shit like video. That's why I respected Dan Bull as much as I did. Like, when I heard epic rap battles, there's Oi, mate, pass the liquor, it's Jack the Ripper, chat. Like, who the fuck is this British guy? Like, why did he hit me in the fucking chest? Right?
Shit is good.
That's what happened. I saw him in fucking epic rap battles. Then I started listening to his shit. And I'm like, some of the shit is whatever, but then some of the shit hits you.
No,
hard.
Dan Bull's a problem.
Dan Bull's a fucking problem.
I actually would have liked to hear his take on like a Pokemon verse.
That'd be fine. Like, I know he did a smash one with Shofu.
Oh, okay.
Not Shofu. He did a smash one with Shizzy.
Yeah, he did.
But around that time though, Shizzy wasn't where he's at. He still had his older style. Yeah. And Dan Bull was like, he wasn't super invested in Smash, so as far as like a lot of the references, they weren't like super tight, like they could have been. Yeah. As opposed to something like Dark Souls or Bloodborne.
Please do that. Okay, Sam.
There you go. Yeah. See, do that shit. The fuck? It's a good idea. Jack the Rapper. Oh, what's it called? Following you way before the dawn of Twitter.
I remember I'm a human trigger warning. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually my favorite epic rap battle with him versus Hannibal Lecter. That's my favorite one. That shit was so.
And you know what's funny? Even with the Hannibal Lecter, Epic Lord that's when he actually around that time got good because he was trash before.
Yeah,
he was fucking god.
They weren't that good in the old ones.
Yeah, Peter was always good.
Peter was always good.
But this guy was like not good at all. Even though with the Hitler one he did pretty good at. It was a convincing more or less. Yeah. But I think that he made him write his own shit, and then that's when it started getting trash. And then he started getting better afterwards, like the fucking Dr. Seuss one.
Oh yeah.
Like with Watsky. Watsky, I think he only needs Greg Watsky?
Yeah,
he should only do songs with 2 verses, because after that, he falls apart. So, like, the third verse is always trash for him. Like, yo, just do 2-verse songs, call it a day. That's what your peak is. That's the thing with the fucking, the Shakespeare. Like yeah. That one was fucking crazy.
Epic rap battles, they have some really bad ones, though.
They had a ton of bad ones, bro.
They might have an equal amount of bad ones and good ones.
Yeah.
Especially the ones where the entire verse is like, oh shit, you check it. Oh, what?
Wait, that was one of the worst ones. That was the thing where that was the Dr. Seuss one we were talking about.
Yeah.
The problem was that was Epic Lord who fucked up the second verse.
Oh no! Yeah, that was the fucking thing 1, thing 2 bullshit.
That was
yeah, it's like they consider anything. Shows why.
You may have ruled them that we run in the show. You
cool. We're done.
No, I don't want to hear, man. My ears are bleeding.
That's the problem because Peter was dope. His flow was already kind of cool as the character.
I think they were going for like a MOP type thing, but the problem is. Thing 1 and 2 sound like fucking nails on a fucking chalkboard.
And they weren't. No, the problem is they weren't saying shit either.
That too.
See, MOP has a way. It's like they have their flow and whatever. It's like the lyrics aren't necessarily super impressive as far as like contrast, whatever.
Yeah.
As far as skill, but there's a message there, and usually the message is heard. There's something that you feel. Thing 1 and 2 made me feel like I wanted to skip the next song.
Yeah, that's a whole fact.
Like the first verse was, it was pretty good. I liked it. But then the second one happened with thing 1, thing 2. I was like, oh no.
And that's the thing. Like, and the problem is, it's like after Shakespeare started off slow with a slower cadence.
Yeah.
come bite my thumb. I hope you know the stakes. I put the slug between your shoulder blades and do
Actually,
light
through
through your
your
opposing braids. Like, nigga put a hole in it. Like, how the fuck you throw the hammer line and blow a hole in a nigga's chest? That's cool as shit. And then he started with the fast rap. And I'm like, so this is just ramping up and then fall off cliff.
Downhill,
Yeah.
It's like jumping off a bungee, but in reverse with ropes around the neck.
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
That's what it felt like.
I'm cool.
Hey, also the Wright brothers versus the Mario brothers.
I didn't like that shit.
Wow.
Garbage.
That shit was trash.
Bro, it sounded like they only played like 2 Mario games their entire lives.
Where the
like,
fuck were all the references?
Yeah, this shit was nothing.
There were no references. That's the problem.
The Wright brothers, this has had more references than the actual Mario.
Yo, that's
brothers.
a whole fact.
Like the originals, Vader, Hitler. Like Vader was trash, the first one. That he had to make another.
I loved Vader, Hitler, bro.
And he wasn't even talking about anything.
Let me look at you with my own eye.
I love
Your
Vader,
true
bro.
was
That shit
like-
was hilarious.
Took a piece of shit and cloned it. I'm like, that's your line.
Like, it was like,
But then the second one was cool.
Second one was
Right?
good. Yeah, I give it that.
And so like, who are you? I don't know. You bitch. I'm standing around. I thought you out, so I'm gonna beat your ass a second time.
like it wasn't even the lyrics. It was just the comedy of between Hitler and Vader. That was hilarious.
Be the worst.
Right? That shit was hilarious.
You lead a gang of white men, disgraceful.
Even your voice, even your mic skills are fully operational.
Like, here, hop into my oven.
Have a step in my closet.
Like, bro.
Lifesaver, you need a lifesaver. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like they knew the concept was solid. Like Hitler and Vader, two terrible fucks.
Yeah,
but like you
right?
can't let it rock with a bad fucking song. You needed to update.
Yeah.
You needed to do
And then
it
they
better.
made a third one.
The third one was not just 3, and then
Yeah,
they ain't making a 4th one. I don't
Yeah.
think, but it's like that. The
Yeah.
second and third definitely.
I went back
That
and
shows
listened
you
to
what-
some of them recently. Like, there's a lot of good ones and a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, there definitely. So there was some people that didn't even fucking that Shaka Zulu versus whatever. That was fucking trash.
You know which one was
The Key and Peele, the fucking Jordan versus that shit was dumb as fuck. Yeah.
It was. That was weird. Like,
like
yeah.
Gandhi versus Luther.
But that was them though. So I'm okay. That's what got me.
Yeah, that shit was just funny. It was like, I didn't give a fuck about the bars. It was just hilarious what they were saying.
I'm gonna forgive you so hard right now.
That was fucking great.
Oh man.
Michael Jackson versus Elvis Presley.
Oh, that was
Transformers
jokes.
from like Tom.
Yo, that shit was hilarious.
Why was he eating mashed?
Right? That's all I like ERB. Like, even their bad ones, like, it was just funny.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Damn, that was it Stevie Wonder versus Wonder Woman.
Yo, I was like, who the fuck thought this was a...
And then you put T-Pain up. Like, how the fuck you get T-Pain? Then they had the Snoop Dogg one.
Get the money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Snoop Dogg was like fucking Santa Claus or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he
he was Moses.
Oh, he was Moses. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Moses.
I'm like,
That shit was
That was
funny.
right.
That shit was dope.
that's what I'm saying. That
Like,
was,
wow. That's so it was like the finale or whatever. Like, all right.
yeah.
It was funny. He called him a dummy. He's like, dummy. Like, oh, shit.
We got, yeah. They still making shit now?
Yeah, they still make
It was a recent one. I think Jay shared it.
Jay, all right. Who
Oh, the recent ERB, I think it was Pennywise versus the Joker.
Yeah.
Pennywise versus Joker. I haven't seen neither movie.
I haven't seen that.
I don't know shit about it at all.
at all.
First movie was alright. Might have been better than theirs, but if I'm looking like, oh, okay, I can see why that was scared.
I mean, scary movies in general are just better in those functions.
I'm looking at, I can see.
Like-
I just was scared some white women. I got you.
Like you need like you need the horrible piano chord, just boom, like that shit. Like Quiet Place in the movie theater.
I think unnerving things are more scary than jump scares. Like when you like create a aura of like, yo, some shit about to go down, yo. Like you hear like the fucking like the ding and that freaking airy but like creepy music,
The Dale chord.
and then there's like
You drop a piano.
like there's like some fog and shit. And you just like see people walking slow, like, oh, what the fuck is going on? Like, go home. Why you here?
Bro, the feeling of being alone is more frightening than that shit. Because like, you remember the video game Final Fantasy 30?
Yeah.
That shit was cool at first, but then it got boring.
It was only the biggest fucking game ever.
Yeah, but then it got boring further on. Yeah, I was like, okay, it's just fucking jump scares. Then you play Outlast, and I'm like, yo, this game's fucking amazing. Like, I don't feel safe at all. I'm running for everything.
There was another game like that. I remember Dreamcast. There was this horror called Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
You remember that? It was basically saying like how the backgrounds are always like, pre-rendered or whatever.
Yeah.
But they had this crazy fucking lighting system. And most of you had like this little bullshit ass gun and a flashlight. That was it.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck. And then like, wait, what happened? Like, where am I supposed to go? It was eerie, and it's like it was so long when you didn't get got.
Yeah.
But when you did, it was so instant and relentless, and it just fucked you up for the whole game.
That sounds like how I felt playing Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, Resident Evil 3 did have it, especially when Tyrant walked into the fucking save room. No, Nemesis.
Nemesis.
Fuck that guy.
Like, yo, why are you walking in here?
Nigga, it's a type right now to be here. But, he said fuck the rules.
They confirmed Resident Evil 3 remake.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, those remakes do look fire. Even the old fucking, like, GameCube remakes of the first few.
was like one of the best.
R2 remake was
It came out last year, right?
Yeah.
The 2 remake was this year?
Yeah, it was last year.
That was gaming.
That
damn
game
right,
was
'cause 2 was amazing.
bro. 2 was amazing.
2 was fucking shouty. You had 2 with the gameplay of 4.
I was so
I
scared.
legit watched mad Let's Plays. That's all I was doing.
I remember coming through. I seen that. Like, okay, that's what's up.
Yo, Mr. X fucking scared the shit out of me. I shot him. I was like, oh shit, it didn't do shit. All right, yeah, I'm dead.
You see Mr. X, you know what shot ain't gonna do shit against Mr. X. You know what shot ain't gonna do shit. You're gonna waste all your bullets and he'll be stumbled and he'll come at you later.
I was like, bro, I'm fucked. It's over.
He ain't supposed to die here.
And then I went to the safe point. I was like, yeah, he ain't gonna get me. Then I seen him break through the door. Alright, you got it, bro. You got it. It's over. I'm not playing the game. I'm not playing it.
Motherfuckers.
I didn't touch that shit for like 2 days. I was like, nah, bro.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You touch my save points, you touch my safety. It's over.
Not safe. Not out here.
Not out here. Especially like, dude, what was that?
He opened it so fucking casually too. He said,
Oh, ooh.
Ducked his head, made sure the door, he closed He closed the door like quietly.
like, why are you concerned about fucking damage? Like,
The quiet closing, got like turned the knob, push it, and turned the knob back. Like
he locked the door and shit.
I remember that like other movies like Quiet Place in the theater was fucking a mess. Man. That had me on a heart attack mode like the whole time. Cause it was like I'm thinking it's like everyone's actually being quiet. In a movie they're being quiet so people in the audience can participate. Some people every now and then someone would say some stupid shit, but it was like no one's really talking, it was quiet. Someone does some dumb shit. The fucking actors are mortified that it's happening. And as soon as some sound kicks off, somebody dies. As soon as you hear some sound, right? And the problem was, I don't think there's no spoilers at this point.
I didn't watch it.
Fine. Well, no. It's hard
Man,
to watch
too bad.
It's hard to
Why
watch.
should you buy a ticket?
It's hard to see that.
Exactly. Continue. Spoil everything.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's hard to see that thing outside movie theaters because it's like the Cloverfield effect in a sense.
That movie was great.
But you need to. But here's the thing: you need if you're gonna see that movie though, make sure you watch it loud.
Oh, okay.
Watch.
I watched everything.
I know.
There we go.
Watch quiet now, but definitely watch it loud because the changing in volumes is really what fucking gets you.
Oh, so you need a 5.1 surround sound.
You just need to turn your TV up.
Yeah, soundbar.
Bro, right? The soundbar.
Yeah, install some shit on your fucking TV.
Got a whole app too connected.
Or if you want to listen to it with fucking headphones.
Alexa, raise volume.
Because the difference with that movie is like you
Why
feel
is it Google
it
Home?
fucks with your senses. Because the movie is called Quiet Place, you have to be quiet. There's a very specific reason why motherfuckers ain't making noise. Mm-hmm. And when you finally do see it, it's like, shit. Now
you gotta know it's fuck. Oh no.
It's not even oh no, it's like you made a noise, you're fucking dead.
Nice.
That sounds like some Doctor Who shit.
You don't have time to think about it. It's like delete. And then it goes mad quiet. I'm like,
don't make no more of that.
Motherfuckers trying to like cry for motherfuckers dying. It's like, yo, shut the fuck up. Crying right now. like, oh, that game hit that fucking movie hit you in the fucking chest. Man.
Lit.
That, yeah. Loud as fuck.
Left for dead in the sound.
That's like when fucking Calculus did an Emerald Splash. He just blinked and he died by deal. Like, shit.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that shit. I was like,
because we just finished watching JoJo season 5.
Woo!
yeah.
Fucking Galaxy plays of hitting his own
Wow.
secondary
Oh, the
stand.
opening change too?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, why was he the hardest one for fucking past 3 episodes? I'm like, is this normal? Like, what?
Yeah, the first time he
He's
saw the
got
main
used to
boss was in their party.
Party. Like, what?
Like, you're looking for me, but I'm right here, but I'm not. But I'm like, the fuck? Yeah, it was messed up. That's another show where you don't talk about instant horror. These motherfuckers can and will die, like, on the spot.
Yeah.
Like, again, to go back to season 3, the first fight Advol died, no one expected him to die in that fight.
Yeah.
Some guy with a gun and other people haven't been able to deal with it, right? Even
But he got
Polnareff.
bodied.
Yeah, he got fucking mocked, and then they brought him back. And then he got
And
mocked
out of
again.
nowhere, yeah, I didn't expect that shit. I was like, he died again?
Yeah, but remember, in their book, it was the coffin.
Yeah.
That's what see, when you read the shit, you're like, oh, you expect everything. The story beat is this nigga killed him. That's the same story beat.
Like,
But how they did it, it was like, surprise, motherfuckers.
Right.
But get to that point. I'm like, I saw him run away from the coffin. I'm like, he ain't dead. The fuck? It's like, why they changing it? If you read this, you're already dead. Like, nigga can chill the fuck out of the guy and just deleted him on the spot.
Omaewa mo shinderu.
Yep. No words. He just like, fuck, push the guys up.
Yo, remember when fucking Abakio died? And then he's like, oh shit, the kid, like, he tied his shoelace. He's like, where's the boss? And then Abakio just turns around. I'm like,
because that's not, I forgot exactly how it happened in the book. That's not how it happened in the book. That was crazy. It was just slightly different. It wasn't the exact same. But it was the same area, but it wasn't exactly the same. But then how they did it in the thing, it felt like you turned the page, dead.
it's like they changed some stuff, but you can't be mad at it because they find a way to.
Yeah, because again, it's the same, because this motherfucker still killed this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So telling the story to anybody is the same
The
shit.
Rizzo was different too, right?
The risotto, the risotto, yeah, the risotto's a little bit different too, right? So they did change up a few things in there, which is great.
Naruto was crazy too. How like they just like, where is he? They look behind them, fucking dead.
Was that exactly how? Because I don't remember that scene.
Yeah, it was like, oh, Naruto was like, oh, I can't wait to go home, blah blah. I can't wait to go to school.
Oh, you done fucked up.
Yeah, you know, that's anime 101. But I didn't think it was that fast.
Yeah, hopefully you have aspirations. Good fucking luck, bro.
Yeah, he's dead. And then he was like, oh, where's Naruto? He's like, oh, where is he? He's gone. They look behind them. They just see fucking Joro's body fucking penetrated by all these damn metal pipes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like, what span of time was he able to do that?
Exactly.
Like, the fuck? Like, that's
It's like you just. Oh yeah, it's over. Someone died. Someone's dead.
And that's the
I
hard
finally
part.
get what you was talking about all these years and how to explain their powers. I finally get. I'm like, it made no sense, but I just said,
Well, some of the Gio.
yes,
Because the Diavolo before the meme was always it
Cause
just works, but it was always cause and effect.
yeah.
So Diavolo is basically
Well,
I'm gonna do a thing, fuck how it happened, but it did happen. Right? So everything in between my punch here to here, whatever, you just got hit.
Basically it happened, but in his time.
Exactly. So you can eliminate the cause.
an experience is just never resolved.
Yeah. So you do the cause, but
I'm all about resolve. I
Yeah.
cannot.
The experience.
Just say he erases time, basically. But
Yeah,
it's a
but
complicated version of racism.
It's not even. It's like
there's no resolve. Yeah.
it's no real resolution. It's like you the
A
act
thing will
of killing
start
him.
doesn't happen. A thing will
Because
start.
the truth is, Giorno killed Diavolo. But he's never going to get that death because he eliminated the effect.
Yeah.
The effect is death. So everything leading up to it, he's going to get almost killed all the time.
Stupidly happens time too. This is mad dumb shit.
And that one nigga in the subway, like one nigga in the sewer, and then you saw the rest of season 5, right?
No.
All right, bet. So you need to finish that.
Yeah.
Where you at? Washington. So
And I found out it was ironic how, because you know Diablo's gang, they sell drugs. He got fucking stabbed by a drug addict.
that was great.
Yeah, I was like,
And I was
yo,
like, how the fuck you get ran up on by some bum. Like,
Yeah, by some damn heroin
I
addict.
get ran up by that.
You wasn't even running right. You. What the fuck is that? Running like Hariyama. Like, what the fuck?
I'm touching my coat. Leave my coat alone. I'm
Like, damn, you gonna get that serious over a coat?
Nigga, I could go that way. Like,
Yeah.
we're good. The fuck out of here. Like, I'm fine. But nah, that's the thing. Yeah, there was definitely like abject horror when it comes to that. Like the fact that people can get got so fucking
it's
easy.
good horror elements.
You know, there's some people whose life bars are insane. Like Mr.'s life bar is insane. Some people's life bar, like in One Piece, Luffy's life bar is insane. Shit like that. You know,
Luffy's life bar actually doesn't make much sense.
Luffy's life bar is infinite. The nigga got Game Shark codes. Like he should have died many times over.
Plot
Of course, some people ain't got plot armor though in certain shows, and I love it when they don't. Yeah, Joe, there ain't no fucking plot armor. Like the main character maybe, but no one enjoys that plot armor.
Died, bro. In the first one, the main character.
Yeah, the main character died in the very first one. Guys, head
Part
blown
6,
off.
main character died.
Fuck off. Let's let 6 happen. I'm gonna let you finish reading it. I'm gonna let the shit happen. I don't want to talk about 6 because goddamn. I'll be here for another hour, and your man's gotta sleep.
Yeah, and we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. So.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead.
I think we're sufficient. We're gonna wrap it up then.
Go wrap it up then.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. This has been a Thunder Pounds production.
Thank you for joining us. This shit was
That is a
fun.
whole fact.
Had our honored Thunder Pound extraordinaire Spencer doing this thing. Appreciate you coming through.
Yeah,
Second
you
place,
enjoyed
ND
yourself.
first.
Ever
I won the scarf, bitch.
Thunder Pound Man's League.
that's what's up.
I mean,
Is that the
I
scarf?
needed that shit. Yeah.
show us that
Score by the
shit.
scarf, bro.
He won it.
That's hard.
Hell yeah, it is.
And it also got 2 different poses. And
You earned that shit.
That a Sabo one?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, the first place got the sable.
First
okay.
place.
Can you buy that, or it's just
Of
something made for
course
the
you
event?
can.
Yeah, it's like a $20 scarf. But, you know, we pay $5 for the tournament. So it's kind of a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to have something nice.
That's pretty
Little
dope.
hot. So.
All right, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up now.
See you
Y'all
again.
have a good one.